Hopefully everything's working.
Peace, 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 peace. Peace, everybody. What's up? It's your boy Philly DC and my man Pete. We are unpopular celebrities. Welcome to the Unpopular Celebrity Show. AFSA 2000 Dos Quattro wrap up. This is day 3. AFSA is officially over. While everybody else is packed up, your boys are still here. We leave tomorrow, but we're doing this show today to kind of wrap up everything. So before we get started, I just want to thank everybody throughout this week that showed us love, came on the show. It was a lot of mayhem, raucous, but that's what makes this great, to have all that stuff. So I don't want to leave anybody out, but former Chief Master Air Force Roy, former Chief Master Air Force Campanelli, Chief Dave Wolf, Charmaine Kelly, all the interviews we did, Jason Schaefer,
Newman,
Chief Robinson, who?
I wasn't Chief.
Oh,
Newman.
yeah, Jamie Newman from Air Mobility Command Chief. We appreciate it, man. It's nothing better than having people come on, being their authentic self. Chad Goff, Chief Master Sergeant Chad Goff, First Sergeant for AFDW. We appreciate all y'all and everybody who was in the comments, who was commenting the other day and talking. And it was awesome for us to just do a show out of the blue, outside of our normal broadcast. What's up, 2Cs? What's going on? We appreciate all y'all. So anyway, instead of rambling on, we'll get on. So final day of AFSA thoughts.
Oh, well, a couple more shout outs if you don't mind.
We'll go right ahead.
Rodney Woods, appreciate you, and Eric Thomas. I know you didn't want to do it, but we got you on there, got you a little snap. So what y'all gonna see in the next, let's say 72 hours, is we're gonna put out all the little snap interviews we did, mostly by DC, right? Ask them 3 questions to everybody, and we're gonna put all those out there. I'll try to splice it up and figure out how we're gonna put it out there. But y'all see all the little snap interviews we did out here, which was pretty cool, with a lot of Chiefs. And then we also had Shay Murphy. So thank you, Murphy, for coming on here. Really appreciate that.
Oh yeah, I can see you too. Yeah, coming out there to Barksdale, man. I'm looking forward to it, man. I wanted to go to y'all retirement, you and your beau, K-Rob's retirement. Well, next best thing is being able to see y'all. I'm gonna make sure as soon as I get there, I'm gonna hit y'all up. Y'all could send me up or send me to some place where we can get some good seafood gumbo. I'm looking forward to that. So.
Yeah, so we'll go through the AFSA wrap up, and if y'all are on here, man, give us a shout out, give us a what's up, give you a how you do. Everybody's gone, except for my man over here selling some nice merchandise. But everybody else is gone, so here right before we go to dinner.
Shout out, man. Might be a FOMO purchase, but I bought one of these from a partner over here. If you, my bad. If you got back problems, foot problems, ankle problems, shoulder problems, whatever, this device is the truth. My man, me and Pete, we got a demo, man. It's almost like getting tased, but it's good for your muscles. Good, if you got plantar fasciitis. So shout out to my man Tyler for selling me this. Wendy, if you're seeing this, it was free. If Wendy, if you're seeing this, it's free. I'm saying I didn't pay for this, Wendy.
Anyway.
Shout out to them.
So yeah, man, we here we'll wrap up AFSA. So AFSA is gonna continue on for the next, I think, 2 days. You got the First Sergeant Worldwide. I think you got the Chiefs doing something with the ADLs and then some commandants. So they'll still be on here a little bit. Yeah, we need a sponsorship, no doubt. We need a sponsorship for plugging y'all, man.
Should we talk about
no.
Okay.
So 2 days, and then there's a couple of other days and stuff like that. That's crazy.
You freaking hater.
What's up, Mac? You still in the building? You can always come up here and just BS with us, bro. But 2 days of AFSA, so we'll break it. We always broke down the first 2 days, right? So do you want to just go on the last day, or do you want to wrap up?
I want to actually talk about what happened the other day downstairs on the lower level.
Oh, I'm not going to talk about that.
Why not? I mean, now you want to be all scared now.
It's not scared. I don't. Just
people
wasn't
look.
There. I just wasn't there.
I got from a reliable source. I won't mention any names, but there was some nonsense going down throughout this convention on 2 separate days. Let's just say it was folks acting badly.
All right, can you read this, please?
Anything that comes from Unpopular Celebrities podcast is all unofficial.
Unofficial.
All of the conversations or comments from us or guests does not represent the DOD or the armed forces as a whole. So, not trying to throw any shade at anybody. I like you guys see the comments.
Yeah.
I'm in my hotel. I'll check and see if y'all still might get back. Okay, cool.
But hurry up.
So I'll just put it like this. Oh man, we got another comment. Let's see. Good food place in Houston, peppered lunch, Ichiro Sapporo ramen, Naruto theme. If y'all want food recommendations. Yo, curious, have you eaten that Trill Burger? I'm curious because I did. It's my first time. Shout out to Trill Burger.
And shout out
I'll
to
be
Pete
honest,
for bringing that Trill
From
Burger.
0 to 5, 3 being average, 5 being bomb, 0 being trash. It was about 3.5 for me.
World star.
Yeah, it was pretty much.
Definitely.
I'll just say this.
Here we go.
There was a Facebook post by Fired Up Chief Juan Lewis that made a claim that AFSA, AFA, and all these conventions that the Air Force pay to send folks is a waste of money. I think some of you guys seen that. It makes the assumption that folks are coming here to party and not getting developed.
That's crazy.
Peter, if y'all get those food suggestions, use DC card. That's an inside joke.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that being said, apparently there was some mayhem, some things. What would you call it?
Normal, everyday stuff that happens
That's
in
the
a club.
worst.
In a club situation.
And there's no club down there. It was a restaurant.
No, it's a club. It turns into a
BGO?
club. Yeah, it turns into a club at night.
Oh, shout out to the club BGO downstairs, man. Let's just say.
And what you call it was DJ. Braceley was DJ.
Oh yeah, shout out to Kim Braceley. He was DJ. I didn't get to see him, man. I ain't about that life. I'm too old. But
yeah, you are. I'm sorry, I was reading something.
Anyway,
else.
Club BGO had some of our folks down there, Air Force members, and some of them was acting like wild. Remember Girls Going Wild? It was like that.
Dang.
It was like that.
I would say it's like that.
What do you
I would say it's a normal everyday occurrence at any club on a Friday or Saturday night.
But at a Air Force convention? I
said a normal everyday occurrence at a club on a Friday or Saturday night. That's all I'll say. Let me see. AFSA has 1.2K people. Crazy if you think. Thank you. Yeah, so Braceley was censored, which is crazy.
What do you mean he was censored?
He played. Hey, shout out to the people on here, man. Please give us a shout out if you on here. If you came through, seeing us, first time listener, long time listener, let us know. Exactly. It happens at tech school. Now we're not at tech school, but we're supposed to be professionals. But Kevin Braceley, I'll go back to the guy censored. He played some Drake. I'm sorry, not Drake. Kendrick. Played some Kendrick. Got cut off.
Cut him off.
Who? I think it was the club. Hey, Matt, correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was the club or the restaurant, whatever it is. Cut him off for playing Kendrick.
What?
And I think it was a censored version too.
What?
I believe so.
That's strange.
Correct. I wish Bracy was on here. I should hit him up right now and come on so he could tell his side of the story. But
I'm a text him.
Yeah, text him real quick and see if you can get him on.
But
yeah, man, it's kind of crazy that he got censored. But it is. Oh, look, 2C says it's banned in Houston.
What's banned in Houston?
Kendrick Lamar is banned in Houston.
Why?
Is this breaking news? I got my. Oh my God, it's two people. Breaking news.
What happened?
Why was Kendrick Lamar?
What's that breaking news?
Because did you know Kendrick Lamar is banned in Houston?
Breaking news. I mean, breaking news is like nobody knew.
Well, I didn't know. Okay,
but
let me see.
Tell us why he was banned.
They played at the hookah spot the other day because he played Kendrick Lamar. Oh, why Kendrick was banned in Houston? Yeah, somebody tell me why he was banned in Houston. Oh, you said no, he's not. Okay, now we're getting confused. Breaking news again. Hold on. Maybe he's not banned because Houston is Drake's second home. What's up, shirt? What's up, shirt? Drake's a Texas resident. Yo, that's crazy.
Drake's a Texas resident?
I thought he's Canada, but that's crazy.
I thought Canada.
Oh, he does say Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. That's a saying.
Drake is garbage.
Damn, I wouldn't say garbage.
He's garbage.
Yo, I'm about to look this up after I send this text out. I'm about to look. Text Bracy?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I want to look this up.
First, you're gonna have to help me out. So
okay.
That's a rumor. They definitely played it here.
Yeah,
that's weird.
Farrar, man, you more of a hip hop head than I am, man. That's freaking crazy. But it makes sense. But it's crazy. Go ahead.
So you might have to help me out. So wait a minute. JJ Prince and Drake had that song Banded.
Who's JJ France?
I don't even know who JJ France is.
Yeah, I am Team Kendrick. Definitely. Well, I'm from the West Coast too.
Yo, shout out to the first sergeants I met because of this dude during this trip. They were awesome, man. They were pretty cool. It's funny seeing him walk around with the little get along gang shirts, man. They were like a little pack of wolves and stuff. It was funny, man. I'm a Drake fan, and it's a fact. 2 C's, if you're a Drake fan, is it because of the way he looked or because he rap or both?
Oh.
Just curious.
Oh.
And I know you're going to tell me the real. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like some people are fans of Devin Booker and Jalen Hurts, not because of the way they play, but because they look. So I'm curious.
Oh, wow. Kendrick Lamar is Not Like Us is reported banned in Houston.
So that was the song he was playing?
Yep. Ice mentioned that on the DJ. Got in trouble for playing it. The podcast discussed the it's on a podcast. Dang, that's crazy.
I didn't know that.
Allegedly banned, yeah.
That's interesting. I hate Booker. Who hates Booker?
Kendrick Lamar's track, Not Like Us.
Ah, fudge. I close the thing. Help me out.
Bruh. Don't touch anything. Yeah, don't touch anything.
Look at you, man.
I'm just saying, your big old fingers, man.
Don't touch it.
So anyway,
this dude, man, I tell you, man, this whole trip has been challenging, man. We doing interviews, professional. When you meet somebody the first time, just do an interview.
I fucked that up.
You know what I'm saying? You don't do all that other stuff. I won't mention it, for protect the innocent.
Yeah, I messed that one up.
Let us allegedly scholarly. Let's use scholarly sources.
Allegedly, yeah.
But no, let's digress. Let's move on. We can go back around. Do a quick wrap up of today. So today I sat through a couple of seminars.
Tim Man got a question for you.
DC, what question were you going to ask Simsaf? Thank you. There was a couple of questions I was going through my mind. One was a comment. Because if you remember, he mentioned standards and he asked, "Do we have a problem with standards?" So what I was going to propose is, yeah, we got a problem with standards, but the problem is us, and it's also meaning myself in leadership. Because I think a lot of folks want to hold the standard, but they're afraid of one of those letter agencies, i.e., the IG and the EO. Because if you go and try to hold somebody accountable, put in an IG complaint on you, then it hangs over your head. And I'm sure there's folks in this comment section that has probably been a victim of an IG complaint or maybe seen a good friend of theirs that went through it. It's hard. And so my comment to Chief Flossie was going to be, we need to do a better job of protecting supervisors who hold the line. And then when they hold the line, we need to educate supervisors that, look, it's okay to go through the IG. It's all right. But the problem is like, when they say, you're guilty until you're innocent until proven guilty, it seems like it's the opposite. Because even if you know in your mind you're right, it hangs over your head. So that was and then there was 2 questions I was going to ask him. I was trying to figure out which one. One was, they started the warrant officer program. Kudos for that. And then remember, they tried to push a 19% raise for junior enlisted airmen. We got a comment. Or a social media page.
People afraid again.
Yeah, we hit this before. Okay, so
shout out.
So 19% pay raise. It was shot down. It got reduced down to like 4.5% for everybody else, but an extra like a 1.5 for junior enlisted airmen. So in other words, 5.5%. What I was going to propose is we brought in warrant officers, but what about master sergeants or any enlisted men that have an advanced degree in their specialty, but they're not getting paid for it? Case in point, do the math. A 16-year master sergeant makes $1,000 less than a 3-year captain.
$3 less.
I said $1,000 less.
Oh shit. God.
Whoa,
Chief Gilbert in the building.
What's up, bro?
What's up with you?
AG. What's up, bro? Congratulations on your retire, bro.
Yeah.
AG. And he was it Delta? No, not Delta. He's a red dude. What's the red joints?
I don't know. I ain't gonna get it.
AG, what's the red joints?
What's your fraternity?
Fraternity, yeah. AG. Anyway,
I had to correct a random stranger text sergeant the other day at AFSA, where I had the whole line. he knew he was wrong standards. Hey, hold on. Yo, for real, man. Congratulations on the retirement. There you go. Alpha Kappa Psi. Yeah. So check. Look. I want to ask y'all, what would y'all ask Chief Master Sergeant Air Force? Like uncensored, unfiltered, couldn't get in trouble question. what would y'all ask? Because I got a couple questions. I have actually some statements. You know, it's not even a question; it's a statement. What's up, big dog? Hey, good meeting you, bro. Sorry about
Well,
that.
go ahead then. What was it?
So, do you want to say what your question was going to be?
I
I'm
said
interested.
one of them, but you want to say the other one?
Go ahead. Because
Okay, so what was
got a
the
lot.
pay? So my question is, why is there ever been a discussion of at least giving folks who have an advanced degree in their specialty extra pay? So in other words, I, as a chief master sergeant who's been in 31 years and I have a master's degree, why is a lieutenant colonel who's retired at 20 makes $4,000 more than me or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
I just think if that's the problem, like, you know, they say enlisted is important, but there's got to be other ways. And I get it. There's a lot of stuff, you know, budget and all that stuff. But I don't know. I just feel like we should be paid more.
Oh, no.
There's
100%.
a huge disparity.
Yeah, huge disparity. Malone said, why are the Cowboys America's team?
You mean why the Cowboys are laughing stock of America? I think that's more accurate.
Hey, not of America. That's
of
crazy.
America.
Maybe of the NFL?
Yeah. No, of America.
That is crazy.
They're a laughing stock, bro.
Oh, my goodness. What's Noops? Am I saying that right?
Noops, yeah.
I don't know what that is. That's crazy. Yeah.
And then the last thing, real quick, my other question was Skill Bridge. Like Skill Bridge was created for folks to be able to use it for transition, you know, 6 months based on the unit commander's recommendation or approval. How come, like, across the enterprise, there are certain commanders making rules that, hey, if you're a chief or you're a senior NCO, you only get 2 months. If you're airman, you get 6 months. Another base would say, if you're an airman, you get no Skill Bridge. Mm-hmm. But if you're a chief and above, you get 6 months. What's the deal with that?
There's a lot of Kappa Alpha PSI.
Alpha step, Omega step. I like that song.
Let me. Can I tell you what I would ask if I could be unfiltered?
Go ahead.
Not get in trouble.
Ways are in.
Yeah,
what?
but not.
I'm not gonna say you're gonna get in trouble, but that's what the disclaimer.
No, the disclaimer is out there.
Put it back up there again.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it back up there. So let me put this back up here. Sorry, I'm trying to do two things. Anything that comes from unpopular celebrities is all unofficial. None of the conversations or comments from us or the guests represent DOT or the armed forces as a whole, or anything I would say in or out of uniform. P hasn't sniffed HBCU. Damn, I really have it. But damn, you gotta throw me out there like that. Different tiers out of pocket have different effects on the mission. Ooh, shoot. Oh, let me see. Gilbert says Skill Bridge is mandatory by Congress. Mandatory? Mandated by Congress. CCs around the Air Force make it personal. And 100%. Y'all read that comment. Let me go ahead and put the air horn up there. 100%.
I mean, I agree with that. The only thing is, I do think it's up to the commander. I think it's legit. If a commander's policy is consistent, I don't have a problem with it. If a commander says, look, DC, I can't let you go because we have all this stuff going on. I can only give you 2 months. Cool. But don't turn around and give it to an airman and say, well, we're going to give you 6 months because, you know, you need it more than the chief. That's my only issue. Just make it consistent.
Not saying denial is right, but some issue to unpack there. I'm sure there is. And big facts, yeah. I think when commanders, they hold that power and then they take it personal and they take it out on the person. But I guess it's so, I wish it was mandated, like, it's not right answer, but somehow mandated where if you do 4 years, you get this much time. If you do, I just don't know how else to do it because
that's why I don't disagree. It shouldn't be that. I think it's fine the way it is. I think the issue is to educate commanders or leadership that it shouldn't be based on how long you've been in. It should be first based on mission requirements.
That's so true.
If an airman died today, the Air Force will make a way to complete the mission, but don't let I love you, bro, but that's a little bit different. You know, I think going back to what you said, it shouldn't be personal.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be based on, okay, you got an Article 15, so we're not going to let you do Skill Bridge because you don't deserve it because you got in trouble. It should be based on that.
Right.
It should be based on mission requirements and if they can let you go. And in most cases, I mean, the whole point of Skill Bridge is to take care of the member, right?
Right.
Give you an opportunity to transition now. But I think when you play this thing where, you're a colonel, you shouldn't need Skill Bridge. Because if you be honest, I mean, some officers got multiple degrees, and you got an airman that may not have a degree. Who would need skill bridge the most? You would think the airman, right?
I don't think it's about the degrees. I think it's about the transition back into the society and how people like we were back to AFSA. We're in some real good classes where the industry thinks different than the military thinks. And if you don't get yourself back into the industry way of thinking, basically clock in, clock out type stuff, and not worried about all this other stuff we worry about, if you don't get your mindset right, you're going to go in the civilian sector and fail epically. What's this?
Vacancies on the unit man document is one reason folks get denied. Just one reason. That's true.
Yeah.
The only thing I would say is on the flip side, wait a minute, us elders need this more, in my opinion.
I'm gonna get all this and then we can go back. Is there any job in the Air Force where you cannot let someone develop themselves, prepare for Chapter 2 100%? Go ahead. You can go back to this.
I was just gonna say on the flip side to Thurman's comment, when you say that, there are commanders that let people go and they know they got a manning deficit. Case in point, here's a good example. First sergeants.
Hey.
First sergeants.
Hey.
If a first sergeant wants to do skill bridge, as a command chief, I always tell them, you accept the risk. If you let your first sergeant go 6 months early, you won't get a replacement. You have made that decision. And so commanders do it. And I'm not saying they're wrong. That's right. All right, brother. Thanks again, man. Be easy, man. I think this fair is right. What's that? Y'all going to make me join the live. I can't type fast enough.
Yo, you always got to invite. I'll shoot it to you in 1 second. All of our members are seeing this and telling their folks back at home about it. This isn't helping our recruiting issues. Ooh, we talked about recruiting issues. Somebody, actually, a recruiter came up there and asked the Chief Master Sergeant Air Force.
But you know what? I'll flip. Let me just present this requirement as a chief. All right, from Trail 4. As a chief, I want to take skill bridge. I should approach the commander, letting him know of the competent senior and who will fill in until the new. So, bravo, hit the bravo.
No, you want to hit the
harder to deny that way. I agree, 100%. Only thing I'll quickly add is this. Just like, and I hate to keep bringing it up, shaving waivers, some people abuse skill bridge. I've known many people who've taken skill bridge, and unfortunately the commander trusts them. They let them go, and then they said, yo, I'm on skill bridge. Yo, what you doing? Oh, I'm at the beach.
Yep. Yo,
what's your skill bridge? Yep. Oh, it's online.
Online, yep.
You said that's not right. We should not use that as a cookie cutter approach to say everybody is messing up the standard, but there are some people out there that's doing it.
So, man, I see skill bridge is a big topic. You know what, Wembley, I know you were a recruiter. There was also some talk in the meeting today from Chief Master Sergeant Air Force that said that they are going to deduce, if that's a word,
finish it and I can figure out if that's the right context.
AFSCs in the military.
You mean reduce?
Reduce. I don't know why I said deduce. AFSCs in the military. So a recruiter came up there and said, how are we going to tell somebody that, hey, there's 139 jobs or whatever is in the Air Force when there's about to be probably like 70? And then is that going to hurt recruiting problems? But that's one of y'all problems that y'all are going to have, that y'all going to have to figure out. I think the Chief Master Sergeant Air Force spun it well. I want to get to what I want to say, but these are some good stuff coming through. Can you read that?
So, my man Corey, a consistent command policy and good handle on the organization's manpower and mission regulations make it dang near a non-issue. Someone will always abuse the system, but never let that kill the opportunity for everyone else. I agree.
Somebody always abuses the system, and that's kind of where I was going to go. It's funny he just teed that up. That's where I was going to go to my question, which is not a question to the Chief Master Sergeant Air Force, but a comment. So he brought up something about our patches that we have, and we have way too many identifiers, right? Everybody has an identifier, right? So he said you guys are going to see a policy coming down that is going to reduce that number of eligible identifiers.
Did you check the temperature in the room when you said
that?
Yeah. Oh, it dropped.
Yeah.
Tremendously.
So
curious to hear your thoughts. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Curious to hear y'all thoughts. So if y'all want to chime in while I'm talking, we'll read it out while we go. So reduce the number of identifiers that we have. Identifiers. So here's the thing, Tim, man, I'm glad you brought that up. My thing is Chief Master Sergeant Air Force, you can reduce them all that you want. People are still, until you hold people to the fire for having these identifiers, people are going to do whatever they want. You could say just security forces, medics, CE, EOD, and yeah, that's it, are going to have identifiers. Everybody else, you're just going to wear your MatchCom patch, and that's it. That's all you're going to have on the left-hand side. What about dentists? They're in medical. What about eyes? They're in medical. What about I don't know, whatever, OB, they're in medical. So now that's how stuff gets out of control. So you can reduce it all you want, but until you hold people's feet to the fire, I've seen people walking around here with crap I ain't never seen before in my life. Like, it is crazy. So back to Ford's point, standards and discipline, it don't start with, I'm going to reduce this. You can reduce it all you want. It's, are you going to hold people accountable? That's the problem. Keep it where it's at. Just hold people accountable for having these made up dang identifiers and make them change it. And you know what's crazy? I hate to say this. The people who are breaking the identifier rules are not the airmen. They're not coming up with patches and just putting them on. It's the chiefs. It's the seniors. It's even the commanders who are breaking this rule of self-identifier. Or they go to the wing commander and says, hey, wing commander, I want this. And they're buddies with the wing commander. So they're like, okay, go ahead, John, get you a patch. And then they bring it to the unit. And you know what they call it? Morale, which is a bunch of BS. Hold the freaking line. You talk about standards and discipline, hold the freaking line. All right, we'll go back to the comment, unless you have anything to say.
I'll wait till you go through the comment.
All right.
A whole lot of them.
Yeah. Let's see where we go.
I look good today.
All right, first responders only. I get it. Reduce AFSCs, such as combining some. We are undergoing that. Yes. That Charles, 100% probably looks like it's going to happen. Andy Gilbert, agree. The reduction, they got out of hand. Also, CCs at bases all over doing their own. That's exact. I'm sorry I didn't read your comment while I was going. Exactly what I just said is that it's not the airmen. It's not the airmen. Control your own people. It's not us holding folks. It's on us. Exactly. And I've been around here seeing things that were, I think, are out of control, but all you gotta say is my wing commander says I'm good. What can I say?
Yeah.
What can I say?
That's fair.
That starts at the local level. Yeah, we just said that. I'm a living example of holding people accountable and accountable. Ooh.
It's true. Accountability is selected. Yeah.
Seen a FAAFO. What the freaking flop is that? Freaking AAF flopping O. What is that? Yes, it is. Trying to be cool. 100%. Hey, appreciate that. Hold the line for sure. Morris, shout out to Matt Morris. I know he's going to come with some controversy. 4-year airman basic training in tech school. 1 year. Oh, that's for the skill bridge thing. Okay, 6 months skill bridge, 6 months, or 6 months skill bridge, 6 months. I get it. And that's what it is. Okay, what I meant. Okay, the Flyers, future, and future wing commanders. Oh, F on and find out. That's crazy.
No,
that's crazy. I did not. Look
Are
at
you
it.
serious?
It's so funny how everybody else knows what the freak it is.
No,
but me.
he was wearing that.
I didn't see it. Max saw it and didn't correct him. Correct him. Yeah, McCoy. He saw it and didn't correct him.
McCoy, what's the deal, man? I thought you was a G, man.
Nah, I don't know if he did correct him, but he saw it. I don't know.
Man, I wish I saw that, man.
All right, go ahead about my comment about
Okay,
that
so
was a lot. That was a lot.
So I will say this. I agree. These patches have gotten way out of hand. And to your point, I agree. A lot of it is when they put in there, the career field managers can mandate or create a patch for their career field. The idea was that, if I'm not mistaken, they were supposed to create it, make it, put it in a regulation, and get it through. And so what happened is airmen will wear the patch, and when somebody tried to check them on one back in the day when they did check them, they would say, well, I'm authorized by my career field. Now, how many people is going to call a career field manager and verify the patch is good?
Exactly.
And I will admit, these patches gave, so to Chief Flossie's point about individualism, that's part of the patches. Because it gave people, I want to be proud to have my own patch.
Look what McCoy just said.
It has to be approved by A1. Yeah,
it has been. It has to be approved. Yeah.
But my problem is they say that, but even before it gets approved, people start wearing it. Let's be honest. When OCPs came out, people were wearing patches. It wasn't approved. It's like it wasn't even Spice Brown. It was like green. You know what I mean? People, and they're doing it today. You know what I mean? But anyway, going back to my original point, curious on Pete's outlook on shirts being patch police. So let me finish this and I'll jump out.
Bell, I'm gonna jump on that.
Hey, Jonathan Bell, shout out to Bell, man. First star, one of my favorites, man.
Oh, he's a shirt. Oh, good.
Yeah, he's a shirt. He was in DM.
So give me your opinion. Give me your opinion. I'll give you mine. Go ahead.
Okay. So I personally think eliminate the patches. Just make them for emergency responders. And then, and to go further beyond that, so real quick, I'm kind of going off the place. So somebody mentioned something about commanders being a problem. It is, because if you look at it, the patch issue really centers first with flyers. Because they come up with these crazy patches and they wear them and stuff. Dale, what's up, brother? UPC squad in the house. These random patches are wild in the Wolfpack. Wolfpack. Shirts tend to be the AFI police's people aren't holding accountable. I'll get to that in a second, too. So anyway, 2 real quick points and I'll be quiet. So patches have gotten out of hand, and it goes back to wing commanders. I know a person that's on this page that watches every once in a while is an old Chief Evans from DM. Shout out to him, man. That dude, a maintainer, when we were talking about patches, he was calling officers out left and right because they had these crazy patches that weren't approved and they were not authorized. They were like offensive, but they were still wearing it. So that's part of the problem. Not only that, I would vote for removing the patches off the sleeve altogether, removing the rank, put the chevron back on the arm, and put the officer tabs back on the collar.
Okay.
Eliminate it. Then you could take the patch and put it here, your MAGCOM patch, your squadron patch. Simple. And for the shirts out there, how come shirts get a first sergeant patch? What the hell is a first sergeant get a patch for? That's what the diamond is for, right?
She said they're located now.
Who's that?
Rochelle. She said where are they located now?
Where
you talking about the patches or are you talking about the rank? He said where are they located now?
Sure.
Full circle. Seemed like back in the BDU days, isn't that what the Air Force wanted?
You mean as far as like patches or or the chevrons and whatever? You start calling Manic Matt because he always says some crazy stuff.
Where are y'all?
Oh, the fourth floor.
Oh, yeah, we're on the fourth
Quattro.
floor. Yeah.
Quattro.
So sorry. Where are y'all located? God, no, I thought you were at the Texas.
Quattro.
Yeah, we're right here in front of the Texas Ballroom. I wish I could turn around the screen. Andy, I'm gonna get you on here in 1 second. Random note, love UPC and the show.
Oh, you like it? Oh, that's what's up. Yeah.
Shout out to Faye. I can't do the thing, but shout out to Faye. Wow.
Yo, if y'all interested, if y'all want to buy one of these shirts, let me know.
Wow.
We'll put the price out to you. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. No, your physical location.
Fourth floor, right across from Texas Ballroom, Salon Delta at Houston at Marriott Hotel Weston.
785-174. No, I don't know if that's the right zip code, but that's where we at.
Somebody made a comment up the Chief Master Sergeant Air Force. I think that was good.
Oh, okay.
So Rodriguez says, I was low-key hoping Chief Master Sergeant Air Force was going to say no patches except some names. I agree. That's what they should do. I'm rocking with you, Rodriguez. Get rid of the patches. There's no need for them.
Keep talking.
Here's the thing. Like, for a defender, I would argue you don't even need an SF patch.
Nope.
That's what the beret and the gun is for, right?
We have to wear the beret.
And then we pointed the function badge. Although most people don't know what the function badge is until you really look at it. There's no reason for a patch. And I would argue, how many of you guys in the comments have a hard time reading the rank because it's so small on the chest? Why not put it back on the sleeve as a chevron?
Patches, morale, unit cohesion, but it also brings individualism.
I agree.
It's like which one is more important now? And if we're trying to get rid of individualism, you need to get rid of it altogether.
Here's another comment. Okay, all right. Corey Struthers, if you are an active, visible leader, contributor, you don't need a damn patch. Bloop. Until this is first responders, and let's keep it pushing. Good point.
I'm gonna get to all these.
Davin McCoy says, I actually like patches, not for morale.
I use it for our icebreaker. What do you mean old eyes?
Because we can't read the comments.
That's crazy.
What's up, Benjamin? What's up? Shout out to my man Benjamin over at IMSC, man. Engineer by trade, MFM. What's up, brother?
appreciate what he said.
Alva Benjamin Jr. says, or Chief Alvin Benjamin says, it's not that the shirt's job to be the patch police. We have too many soft searing COs these days. You want the stripe, get the stripe. Now perform up to the level of your rank.
But here's what I'll say. Think about how they got the stripe. They didn't get the stripe by performing. Some didn't. They didn't get the stripe by performing. They get the stripe by checking boxes because that's what we do now. That's what we do.
I was one of the other questions going to ask, but I'll get to
that later. So I think we got rid of the patch thing, but that would be my advice. Hey, Chief Master Sergeant Air Force, stop putting policies out there all the time without accountability. Policies are great. Policies are cool, but you need some accountability. Here's what I'll say. There's two famous people in the Marine Corps. I might be going way off a tangent. Oh, I'll go back to the shirt thing. Two things in the Marine Corps I always remember. Dan Daly, you know who that is? Real famous Marine, right? And Chesty Puller, real famous Marine. School Marines, every Marine knows who those two people are. They come in the basic. I bet you I could pick out 50 senior airmen, I'll say A1Cs to staff sergeants, 50 of them. Maybe 10 would know who Paul Aries is and what he did for the Air Force. Maybe 2.
Well, that's part of the reason why, because we eliminated WAPS testing.
Exactly. So these are cultures and things that we talk about, standards and discipline. We eliminate culture. The Air Force culture is not a thing anymore. So you want to hold the line, or you want these standards and discipline. Start from the beginning. You played this cool ass video about aim high airmen, which we don't even freaking, holy crap.
Oh, the shirt, Jonathan Bell.
Which we don't even say anymore. We don't say aim high anymore. But you put this whole thing out there and like a cool video at the beginning. And it's a motivational video. And all it talks about is we are this and we are this. All it talks about was career fields. It showed everybody's career field and how they are to the mission. Well, we're trying to get away from that.
No, I don't necessarily agree with that one. I think he was just trying to show the different diverse ways that people get after achieving a mission. I think that's important. But to your point, as far as like individualism, so for people who don't know Paul Aries, it's not just the WAPS testing fault. It's us, because like, you know, I was going to ask that too. Like as a supervisor, when was the last time, or do y'all, I put it like this, when I had a supervisor, Sergeant Underwood, Buck Sergeant, when I had him as an airman basic, he sat down and he told me about the Air Force. And what I mean by that is he didn't just tell me what he expected out of me. He told me about what was the squadron, what was the group, what was the wing, who was the commander, who was the chief, who was the wing commander. Like, he told me all that stuff. And then as I ascended the ranks, I had more good supervisors who told me who was the first Chief Master Sergeant in the Air Force, and you know what was the importance of what we did in World War II when we was the Army Air Corps and things of that nature. We don't do that anymore because the airmen don't care. And if the reason why they don't care is because nobody tells them.
Right.
I bet you if you stand up in that room right now, you ask somebody, hey, look, we've done all kinds of things. We had trailblazers in the Air Force. Did you know who was the first person to test a backpack parachute? Now, nobody would know, but I know. You know why? Because of WAPS testing. Ralph Buttrell, first backpack parachute.
But and the thing is saying is, why is that important? Why was it important for you to know that?
Because it's history.
But why? When you knew that, I don't know when you knew that.
Because when I studied, I always look at history as, because they always say, yo, why, right?
Right.
When you're a part of an institution, it's just like having a football team. If you are, as an Eagles fan, I know the history of the Eagles because it's important to me. I want to know who was before Jalen Hurts. I know Randall Cunningham and Ron Jaworski because I'm a fanatic Eagles fan. I bet you for them folks in there who's a Cowboys fan, they might remember Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, and Emmitt Smith. They remember all the Super Bowls. But for the Air Force, what good does it do you if you're a senior NCO, CGO in the Air Force, and you don't know how the Air Force was created? You don't know who was the first female that went in the Air Force? People say that's not important. You don't need that to be a leader. I would argue you do. That stuff is important. That's part of your why.
Okay, let's get to these questions. And I'm sorry, Bell, I'm going to try to paraphrase this because this is a lot.
Sure, I'll read it. Personally, unfavorable opinion, maybe. I ain't out here churning up the patches. Here's the why. At DM, shout DM, rescue and attack. As here at DM, green fee patches were not authorized.
Rescue.
And rescue, if you're going to embed in these units as an outsider and establish that relationship, Policing that green feet patch will get you ran out of town expeditiously. Oh yeah. As chief about the green feet patches and how many people got them, I'm not risking with relationship with an airman in distress by putting a bad taste in their mouth for being a frontline supervisor's job. Worst case scenario, I won't risk losing someone over a patch. The juice ain't worth the squeeze. Let me comment on that real quick. So
we'll get you in, Andy.
I agree with you, bro, because I saw the green feet patches. I saw the A10 patches. I think it was cool. My thing is there's a time and a place to wear it. If you're wearing it within the squadron, it's just like a morale shirt. Remember when your commander said you could wear a morale shirt? But when you went out, when people visited the base, you put the morale shirt away. Same for the patch. It's just the way now is. People just wear patches anywhere. I mean, I've seen people in there wear multi-capable airman patches. What the hell is
SEL?
that?
SEL.
What the hell is that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the problem is like we don't want to hurt the airmen's morale, so we allow them to do it. And in some cases, I put it like this: there's a time and a place to ride dirty. Ride dirty at your base in your squadron. If you want to wear a FOMO patch and your commander agrees with it, fine. If you want to be in guard mount with a bunny with a beret on, that's fine. But when you get out there on post or you get outside of the squadron, put that crap away.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is not the corner, right? But we have one guest that always gets the invite. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you, retired Chief Master Sergeant Andy Gilbert.
Man, stop with the intro, man. What up, yo?
Your mic. You might have to turn it off, turn back on. Make sure your mic is working.
How about now?
The little arrow down there on the bottom where it says mute. It has a little up arrow, and just make sure the screen, or make sure you're on the right microphone.
You got a beard and everything.
How about now?
No.
If not, you might have to hop out and hop back in.
All right.
As soon as you get some shout outs, man. Oh, man. We'll get it back in.
Figure out technology.
Yeah, we'll get it back in. But we'll get Andy Gilbert back in. You both loud and clear. So yeah, Bell, I'll go to your point. You asked me the question, so I agree with you. I'm not the mother freaking patch police, nor am I the patch expert, nor because I'm a shirt am I 362903 expert. I expect everybody who is senior NCOs in your squadron to police your freaking squadron. If we see something, just like if any senior NCO sees something, just if I see something, I always said you could hear him. Oh shit! Oh my bad. Hold on. Eddie Gilbert. Hold on.
All right. I guess y'all can't hear me, but people can.
That was my fault, Chief.
All good.
How are you doing? First of all, great to see you. It's great to hear you. How is everything?
Good, man. Good to see y'all too, man. Good to see y'all still got this platform going. I'm good, man. No complaints on the side.
Hey, we got you in here. The floor is yours. I'll just turn over to you. The floor is yours.
No, I think this is really good conversation because, I think people have opinions and sometimes, most of the times they're personal. They're not for the institution or what's best for everyone. But I think it's good to hear people's hear feedback, right? Because like the patches thing, like of course they got out of control, right? But it comes down to the accountability because, I've as a prior shirt, people would always say, "Oh, the shirt's coming. Check your pockets." Like, why are you checking your pockets when I come around? Like, who somebody else should be checking your pockets, right? So, I just think it's good conversation to have, and I think people should just let the thoughts flow and don't get butthurt over it. It's someone's opinion.
Right. I don't think. Hopefully nobody's getting.
No, not at this forum. I just think
right. But people do. I think people do get their feelings hurt. What's your thoughts on Skill Bridge? I know you had an opinion on Skill Bridge. What's your thoughts on Skill Bridge?
Man, I worked for this commander, and he was like, "You could I'm only approving Skill Bridge for people that did at least 24 years." I was like, "Sir, where'd you get that number from?" Because it doesn't say that. He's like, and I said, "Sir, how long have you been in?" And at the time, he'd been in 21 years. I said, "So you're saying that you shouldn't get Skill Bridge either?" He said, "Well, that's different. I served." I said, "Well, you can't do that. It has to be." And the thing is, it's not a by squadron commander thing. Like the rules are very specific, right? Yes, and everything we do in the Air Force, a commander somewhere has the final say. But let's follow the guidelines. And to my point earlier about if an airman dies, we'll find a way to carry on, right? That was a little extreme. However, um, I've heard when I went through my skill bridge briefing, there was a tech sergeant and she was intel and she's like, I'm hoping mine gets approved because I'm in a one deep slot. I said, hey, well, I tell you what, when you go talk to your commander, go with the question and the answer and the solution. Like say, hey, listen, sir, I know I'm in this one deep slot, but in preparation for that, I'll train this person up and yada, yada, yada. Because, one thing the Air Force has taught me, the mission is going to get done. No matter what it is, it'll get done. It may not get done the way person X wants it done, but it'll get done. Right. So I think we just need to take it on a case by case basis with the skill bridge.
Absolutely.
Because some people have been cheating the system, yes, but that goes back to supervisor involvement, like making sure everybody on all from the lowest level all the way up to the commander is paying attention so that we can hold these people accountable.
Right. Yeah, I agree. Case by case basis, is it no different than leave in a way?
Yeah. Yep.
About the same way. No different than leave. Like if I can't let you go because of some exercise, a contingency, or things like that, I'll say, hey, look, I can let you go and leave next week, but I can let you go and leave after the exercise. So it's the same thing for skill bridge. We've got an RI coming up. I can let you go for 2 months because I need you in the shop. But you're right. I think nothing should be so pressing outside of war that you can't afford to let somebody get some type of skill. And for those people out there who are cheating the system, don't just assume everybody's cheating the system. I agree.
Right. Chief, can we ask you one more question before we let you go?
Sure.
So, former Diamond, Russell Almanza, and we were talking about who should be accountable for the patches. And it says, I said, I'm not a 2903 reg or police. But Almanza says First Sergeant should be 2903 police along with NCOs and senior NCOs. Your thoughts?
So I agree. I think, like I would tell staff sergeants when they graduate ALS, say, hey, you now have the same exact legal power as me as a chief, as a staff sergeant, right? I've been around longer, and I have know a lot of the rules when I was in A1C. Now things have changed, but now all the rule change regulation changes are all accessible via your phone. So everybody should know what the rules are. All right. If I have to look in a crowd and see somebody jacked up, I'm not going to that person. I'm going to the ranking person in that group because they're not holding people accountable, and it's not a shirt thing. Now, yes, first sergeant should know all the rules and hold people accountable, but by the time if you get there and you have to correct someone, that means the senior NCOs around are not doing their job. So I agree, it should be NCOs, senior NCOs. It should be everybody. But that's not the case. Because the Navy doesn't have first sergeants, right? The Air Force does. But we have them for a reason, because first sergeants are about normally the de facto, like, oh, hey, first sergeant, say let first sergeant do it. First sergeant doesn't have to do anything. You could do it. You have the same power as me. I just represent the whole squadron with this diamond. When I walk into MPF, that diamond means I represent my 200-person squadron. That's all it means.
Yeah, I mean, it's to your point about the Navy doesn't have first sergeants. Yeah, the Army does, the Marine does, but it's not in the same capacity as an Air Force. As an Air Force first sergeant, it's a special duty. And your whole sole job is people, but translate first sergeants to upholding standards and discipline. And that's not what your primary job is. Your primary job is to be kind of like the beacon and an example. Like, hey, look, as a first sergeant, you guys get out there, y'all know the standards, y'all enforcing whatever, but everybody can do that. And you mentioned that earlier, like if you have the power to enforce the rules and standards as an NCO, just like the power to apprehend. It's in the Uniform Code of Military Justice. It's just the problem is we rely too much on diamond wearers. I mean, case in point, when something happens, you know what they say? Oh, let's get the diamonds on it. Oh, our airmen are not getting paid. They're getting overpaid. We got to get the diamonds on it. So we need to work on that. And I can go on all day about that. I was going to ask Chief Flossie about that too, about EPBs. Like people are getting promoted based off performance, but let's figure out a metric to have like peers or troops provide an evaluation of their supervisor. So like if him and I are both NCOs, but no, here's my thing is because when I asked somebody this last year, they said, "Oh, I don't want no airmen rating on me. If I do something to them, they're gonna rate me bad." But it's just like ALS and NCOA and CONCOA, right? You get a wide range of opinions, and it's not the only metric; it's another metric. And let's be honest, for stratification, what do they use? Intangibles, right?
Mhm.
So it's the same thing.
Yeah, but I think, like I would always tell people, the Air Force, the systems and the rules we have in place, they're ideal. People always jack it up.
Oh, 110%.
You know, every base I've been to, everybody's tried to make the stratification process more transparent or more simple.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes down to it, it's always the people in it that jack it up. Always, every time.
Every time. Chief, really appreciate you being on here. Like I said, always
Absolutely.
open invite.
That's right.
And I mean that 100%. Always open invite anytime. Congratulations on your retirement. I'm so sorry to make it, but congratulations on your retirement. I can't wait to see you soon.
Of course, brother.
If me and Pete are like the Avengers, Andy Gilbert is like the West Coast Avengers. Or if we're X-Men, he's the New Mutant. So what I'm trying to say is he's really part of UPC, but he's another division. That's why he gets an open invite every
Open
time.
invite.
Yeah.
Everybody gets
So good job, Quicksilver.
Go ahead, Chief. Any last comments before we let you go?
Now, hey, I appreciate y'all. Keep this thing going, man, because people's opinions need to be heard. And again, it's an opinion. You could take from it or not, right? Mentorship's a two-way street. I always tell people, when people say, "Hey, you're my mentor," I said, "No, I don't look at it that way. I look at it as we just have a conversation, and I may take something from you, you may take something from me, and it should be the same when we have these open dialogues. Where, hey, what do you think about this? Because the Air Force is made up of people, and if the people don't have a say in it, and I'm not saying it's a democracy, but I'm saying like they should how people feel about what's going on should be a thought. But no, I appreciate y'all's time, man, and keep doing what y'all do.
All right,
Easy, bro.
bro.
We'll holler
We'll
at
talk
you.
soon.
All right, y'all.
Yo, we got another special guest in the building.
Yo, who the duck is that?
Live. I'm gonna step back
Oh,
so he
shoot,
can step
go ahead,
in. I'm gonna
go
step
ahead,
back
go ahead.
so he can step. I don't mind
the
taking a
big
seat
dog
back.
himself. What's
Oh,
up? Bro, come on
no,
in.
you
Yeah,
got
come on
some
in, bro.
knowledge.
Yeah.
Look.
Welcome, everybody. Devin
UMU.
McCoy. UMU, man. UMU.
First of all, I want to correct something on air that kills me every time.
What's that?
My name is Devon. Get my name right. Devon.
Mama said Devin.
This
Mama
man
said
be calling me
Devin.
Devon. God damn.
Yo, like that skit on Cupid. Hey, Ron. Hey, Ron.
Man.
Davon.
And then Jalapeno.
My bad, man. Dang. He been doing
Quesadilla.
it. You did it too.
I call back or record.
No, everybody
Oh,
calls
okay.
me
Well,
man.
my
You
bad.
the only one
All
calling
right.
about my
Yeah.
first name.
All right.
Can you go on top to the
So
comments?
just for the record, Davon.
See, they ain't messing up
It's
again.
crazy. He
What is it?
just said
really
it.
just told you.
Because I'm old, man. I'm like 51.
Don't say
Like
that.
Devon.
on air no more.
Devon.
All right. Ladies and
I'll
gentlemen,
let you get away with
Devon
it.
McCoy.
Hey.
Hey. Why you gotta look at me sideways, man? Say hello to the people.
What's up? What's up, fam? What's up?
No, while you here, tell us what happened last night.
No. Let's go
I
to
don't
the
know, I wasn't
comments.
there.
Yeah, let's go to the comments. No, you got. Let me get out the way because you're gonna mess it all up, man. So go ahead and read this one because this is a good one, and then there's a correction.
All right,
Go ahead.
Rodney Dunn. We need to do what the Navy do for their boards. Leadership goes around and asks their subordinates, and peers, how are you a leader, supervisor, etc. They leave off the names. Had a Navy student who showed me his package back when I was doing PME.
So I actually had a conversation about this the other day. People always
Get close.
Oh, my bad.
God.
Pause. People always try to equate our certain systems, so like promotion systems, to other branches in service, but they deal with different things. So like people get mad, the verbiage, oh, I got a 4, I got a 5. Well, okay, well, highlight that the Navy also, they don't rate anyone all the way to the right at all. So if you're going to say that, you can't just adopt it 50%. Their promotion system is their promotion system for a reason, because they're a separate service. Yeah, you can take little niceties to it, but everybody's still going to complain about something about it.
Okay, all right. That's what's up.
Frankly, I'll say it. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I like the Navy promotion system because they go peer to peer, and they also go to your subordinates and ask them how you're
That
doing.
could be weaponized, though.
It can. It can. Then it goes into likership,
Right.
friendship,
Exactly.
and stuff like
That's
that.
why I say you
And then
make
they
it
let
a-
them, and then we got people letting people wear their morale patch. Oh, I want them to like me so they can give me a good rating.
That's
So
why I
I'ma let
say
them
you
wear a
make it
morale patch.
another metric, not the sole metric. Like your EPB is the ultimate, and then you use the other stuff. Because like I said earlier, for those who went through stratification was on the board, the intangibles come up every time. You have somebody with glowing records. There's always one or two people. "Well, I know he's got good records, but he was an a-hole to his airman. I don't think he's a good leader, and we should slow him down." That's an intangible.
But there's also something that the supervisor needs to highlight. That's the that's the whole purpose.
Then it goes back to friendships. If I'm friends with my supervisor, he ain't gonna do that to me.
So yeah, true. But at the same time, like I said, one is not about being likable. So a person it's depending on what you consider an asshole. At the end of the day, example, I go around till you rip your patches. I'll go around till you take them patches off. Oh, he an asshole because you're going around telling people to take the patches off. So
can you talk about that one? Because that's what
Which
I
one?
mentioned. I
This
mentioned
one?
that about 6 years ago to you.
it's crazy.
Personally.
About what?
It's crazy seeing DC
That-
try to
Yeah,
operate this.
yo, this is what I have to deal with. This is crazy.
Man, look at
You're
what
right,
we bringing
you're
my
right,
yeah.
you're
Shut
right,
up,
you're
man.
right, you're right.
Get off of me. Shoot,
Look,
man.
I think we should switch the order of closeout dates.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
All right, well, explain.
I said so.
Explain.
Right now we close out Chiefs first, seniors, masters, blah blah blah. Right. So if I'm a effed up supervisor, might say I'm not treating my tech sergeants well, or the techs are not treating their staffs well. You'll never even know, because my stuff closed out first. Whereas if I switch the order, I close out my staff sergeants first. I work on my staff sergeants first. You're going to see the type of effort I put into theirs. And so it's going to tell you what type of leader I am if we're promoting off merit. If that's what you're trying to say, Charles, if that's what you're trying to say, go make sure you hit the comments too, because Charles said something.
You want me to work the comments?
Yeah, I know how to work it, man. This ain't your show, man. You a guest, man. Dang, man.
Of course, you represent, man. Don't let him do that to you.
man.
Don't change anything, but reverse the closeouts, allowing people to see how well they are taking care of their people.
Just
I honestly don't think the closeouts really matter that much, to be honest.
Look what Charles said.
You said spot on, Pete. He don't know nothing. Go ahead.
So I mean the closeouts. Like I said again, if we reverse it, then somebody gonna say, "Oh, this, we should reverse it back."
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think why should we reverse it back?
Because I don't think it really holds weight. It doesn't matter.
To me, it really doesn't hold weight
No.
because it's a period of a year.
See, look,
If you don't know your people well enough to identify if they're taking care of their people, you need to be more intrusive in the beginning with. If I need to wait for EPR closeout time,
That's
I'm
what we
too late.
do, though.
It's too late.
That's what we do.
No, but to identify that somebody's not taking care of their people.
That's what we do, though.
Who's we?
Well, that's what the system does.
I don't know.
I don't agree. You don't on that one, man. I don't think it matters. I think
feels good. Hey, Charles, me and you against the world.
I think in the end, we need to do a better job of allowing supervisors the latitude to effectively.
You need me to pop the
somebody.
comment?
Yeah, you
Please,
can.
man.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Gracious,
DC.
man.
I think we need to have.
Shout out Scotty Roy, man. If you want to come up here, we up here.
He may not be here by the time he get up here. He might be on the deck. But anyway, the thing is like we have to do a better job of allowing supervisors the latitude to accurately rate somebody without the fear of a referral. Like if I say, like if you came up to work late and you messed up a task, I should be able to put in your report under a certain section, came into work late, messed up specific tasks, briefed, rebounded, and corrected. Now he's doing a lot better. Instead of like, here's a referral.
Well, it's a negative comment. It's considered a negative comment.
Here's an example. I won't mention any names. There's a chief I'm working with that did something wrong, right? Mm-hmm. He's a chief select.
In the past.
I won't mention names. But anyway, he did something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
As a chief select, he got paperwork for it. And then what will happen? You will still hold him accountable on the EPB, right?
Right.
But then leadership was like, oh, well, we're not going to put it on this EPB. We're going to put it on this LOE. How are you going to hold them accountable on the LOE?
That's right.
Because you can't, if you put down there, received LOC, that's a negative comment, it's a referral. Whereas on this EPB in the drop down block where it says future roles, where it's on track, ready now, groom, you can hit them there and then you can show the next person when they get his EPB, hey, this dude ran into some kind of an issue. Because the way it is set up now, you get paperwork. If you put something in there as a referral statement, as a statement, negative, it's going to be a referral.
Was what he did that egregious?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can we get to the comments, y'all? Because there's people.
All right, so let's start all the way up the top.
No, Struthers, where you at?
All right, Corey. We can do all of that. People are still scared to write truthfully. It won't matter. That is true. But Corey, how do we?
I won't even say people are scared. Well, yeah, I will say people scared. And when I say scared, they always go into this effect of, yeah, this is going to mess up this person's career. No, if it's a standard of rating people correctly, then no, it's not. Everyone's it's going to be equal.
Okay, so man, it's a lot of statements. Okay, so let me go. That's Russ's statement. Okay, my man Justice says, we see I utilize the higher level rater for that. I agree. That's the whole point of it. Because I'm telling you, it says a lot when somebody gets an EPB and a higher level higher level reviewer makes a comment in the drop down box. That says a lot. Okay, so and then Justin says, and have been successful doing it. Correct. My girl Faith says, if closeouts became a quantifiable mark for whether or not I take care of my people, have we missed the intent?
Yep.
Why not just teach, coach, and hold leaders accountable for taking care of their people when they're supposed to, or does that require the people to get to know their people better than what they already do?
That's why I said you got to be a more intrusive leader if you can't identify that people aren't being taken care of at the end of a reporting period. It's 365 days.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Corey said, you said it. Let us write the truth in the report without killing the person.
No, that won't happen. They have to get rid of negative comments means EPR.
And then
Roy says, I would say define what a negative comment is.
Anything that says
no, I'm just saying.
Okay.
I think we just need to define more what a negative comment. Like received LOR, LOC, that is a negative comment. Continue to groom is not a negative comment.
Ooh.
No. Actually, mon frere. If typically for in a Chiefs EPB, like here's the point for yours, right? There is no drop down box for you. Only is your next assigned role, and then you get a rating. You don't have like a drop down box.
Personalis.
I'm just reminding you.
Get him.
You know what I'm saying?
Get him. I'm just back here enjoying the show.
You finished shucking and jiving back there?
I'll just enjoy the show.
Anyways, I was saying, as a chief, if you get an EPB and it says groom, that's almost equivalent to you getting a referral, but it's not.
Right.
Because you have do not retain, groom, and all that stuff.
That's my point. I'm saying, like Corey said, redefine what a negative comment is. A negative comment should be it should be a drastic thing. Like continue to groom should not be a negative comment.
But it's seen as
a negative comment.
Yeah, it's seen
now.
But I agree.
Now,
okay,
a person
I see your point now. My bad.
Got an LOR or got an Article 15. Yes, that is absolutely a negative comment.
It seems like when
a mid comment, a basic comment shouldn't be a negative comment.
It seems like when you put continue to groom, it's automatically mean not ready now, move them off to the side.
But that's okay, not ready.
It is, but when you just automatically just shoot the person, and now we're only looking for buzzwords.
Context. If you have a senior master sergeant who didn't get promoted to chief and it says groom, then I agree with you. But if you have a senior master sergeant who just got promoted to chief and it says groom, what you grooming them for? He just made it. So it makes you think like, yo, why are you putting groom and he just made it? Oh, something went wrong.
Oh, that was just an example.
Oh, yeah.
Just an example.
Can you tell us your best part of AFSA?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How you thought about a PD?
So I'll be 100% honest. This particular AFSA was a little bit different for me because I was helping out with the AFSA team. So I was doing a lot of stuff with the helping out with the team as far as the audio and visual and doing a little bit of behind the scenes. But for the most part, some of my favorite ones are always the formers. Then you get the wrap up. The wrap up normally comes with some new information being passed down. And then the MAGCOM commanders as well was one of my favorite ones. Me being space, some of the Space Force ones, especially General Burt, I heard her speak before. Heard her speak today. Not today, but the other day during Space Day. I like hearing her speak. So those are some of the things. And then obviously the number one thing, which is networking. Through networking, we was able to help like another staff sergeant. She was contemplating on getting out, but we're gonna go back and help her out with a situation that she was having as far as retention. So, I 100% enjoy the networking aspect of AFSA. Even if, never mind, I ain't even going to answer that.
No, we already put the disclaimer up there, man. Let it zing. Go ahead.
Nah, ain't about to get me cooked. I'm good.
Look, we've been cooking all week. I already got some zingers to me, but here's my thing: is that's what the disclaimer is for, and plus the whole point of our platform is we don't disrespect anybody, but we try to be honest and just like you guys in the audience. So I'm curious, what do you think was the low point about AFSA?
What was a low point? I think this year we used less individuals as far as professional development that were outside of the military. It's good hearing your senior leaders, but like last year I think we had a real
Chad
I
says,
got some grease
to cook, Rob, whatever we need to do. Well, put that catfish on the stove then. I want to hear it.
What's up, Diamond One?
Hey, Doc. No disclaimer. All comments from Devon McCoy does not come from unpopular celebrities. I get it right?
Devon McCoy, yeah.
Devon McCoy, I got it right. Yeah. All comments from Devon McCoy does not come from unpopular celebrities. For the news flash he gave and he called Chad Golf.
Let's clear this up. I troll a lot. He's not Diamond One. I don't know. Ask him did he get a interview yet? But,
Stop it. All right, moving on.
See,
all right, moving on.
I've been trolling him all day about it.
All right, Sky Roy believes the MAGCOM brief was meh.
Yeah,
I agree. It was trash. Oh man. Okay, I'll say.
It's trash.
Yeah, it was trash.
What did you think about the?
No, matter of fact, now I think about it, I don't think it was a MAGCOM brief. I think it was Force Design, mainly because
Force Design was cool.
Force Design.
Yeah,
I think it was
Force
Force
Design
Design, not
was
MAGCOM. So I misspoke. It was Force Design.
Stuff,
Yeah.
But what did you think about the Marine?
The SEAC?
SEAC. Thank you.
The Marine is wild.
Whatever.
SEAC. So actually, I was having a conversation about SEAC's brief. Yes. Thank you for bringing it up.
You're welcome.
SEAC's brief. I like the way Marines brief.
Yes.
Because they don't try to be like candid with the audience and stuff like that. They speak true. The message is able to understand in context. I feel like in the Air Force, it's cool to have some big words in there, but sometimes we be way too. It's like say a regular word,
man. Like these questions. Here's my pet
talking to us like T.I.
What's your question? I woke up this morning, and when you wake up in the morning, my back started hurting. And so when I thought about it, I wondered how my back hurt. So my question is, what can we do? Just say the thinking question, bro. That's why he can't finish with all the questions, because one question and don't remind me the answer is even longer. Just get to the point, man. I got my bowl of Fruit Loops, and I put my spoon in the bowl, and I put my milk, and I measured at 2 inches. And so I started thinking, what can we do to get better cereal? So my question is, just ask the question.
If you, I feel the same way, and we gave a disclaimer. Sometimes when people give that lead into the answers, when whoever is standing up, SimSif, SimSav, SEAC, whoever it may. Having the thank yous and stuff. I understand, public roses and things like that. But at the same time, there's other people that want to answer questions. Mm-hmm. So if you want to get those roses, stand in a long line after he get a briefing and show by using your time. But you're using up other people's time by giving them long lead-ins instead of just getting to your question. so that he can answer the question, and then we can get to the next person.
Can I ask y'all a
best way.
controversial question?
Can I
What's
read
up?
this?
Yes, sir.
Can I
Oh,
read this?
go ahead.
Jonathan Bell, the shirt says it's okay not to be ready, but we all know it's going to be a killer. Exactly. For the next 3 years, when they go to force distro, no one's writing not ready now. True. And throw their hands up when staff sergeant, tech sergeants out there testing their or test their mediocre records and want to scream and holler that they ain't ready. I agree. Sky Roy,
To that point, you should be more motivated to be ready then.
he said the Marine.
It was the Marine.
The
They
Marine.
devil dog.
The Marine.
They devil dog. All right.
And then Justice says, all right, Devin McCoy, I believe we had to. Oh,
Stop.
I'm sorry. Man, I'm like 51 years old, man. I'm sorry.
Hey, this is what I got to deal with. This is what I got to deal with.
Devon McCoy.
call
Devon
me Mac.
McCoy. All
He
right,
put,
Mac.
he
all
put
right.
my name in there.
Mac, I believe we had to utilize this year's conference to right the ship on some things are
Are you
laid
having a
away
stroke?
forward.
It's crazy.
Also, this was SimSAT's 20, first one to sow their Office of Chief Master on Air Force restructuring how we do these conferences. Yeah, it was kind of weird how they structured
Horrible
it.
how you just read that.
At least I can read.
No, 100%.
It's crazy. This man got a
Oh,
star
I'm
in the
sorry.
middle of his chest.
Yeah, but
So what was you saying? I'm sorry. You said
go
you
back
were
to
going to ask
the-
us a
there's
question.
one more question that somebody just comment down.
Just
Get
get that man some
BCG.
Bro, the comments is really small, man.
They
Plus,
are
I
really
got Kira Taconis, man. Like I said,
That has
before-
nothing to do with what
right,
just
right,
transpired.
That's
though.
crazy.
Dang, man.
You
I
said my
I'm
name
sorry,
wrong.
man.
You saw the name.
It's Devon, man.
You
not
said
Devin.
the name.
Devon,
Okay,
man.
can I ask y'all a controversial question?
What's up?
Did y'all see the Chief Master?
Everybody
Sergeant
get my name wrong. They call me Donna and stuff. You know?
Can you see? Did y'all see Chief Master Sergeant Air Force? Did y'all see when people were asking questions? Did y'all stay for
Yeah,
that?
fool, we were there.
What do you think about the girl who got coined? Now, I'm thinking a coin is like a privileged thing to get, right? You have to do something excellent. You have to do something groundbreaking. It's almost like getting the Airman's Medal, where I come from. That's what you get a coin for. This young lady got a coin for saying something positive from the Chief Master. That's what you got a coin for.
So
Saying something positive. Am I wrong?
I don't police who get no. So one, you can't say what a coin is for.
Then okay.
If you have a thing of coins, giving a coin isn't you just like y'all talking about the leave. Giving out coin doesn't just have one reason for giving out coin.
Okay. Okay.
So it's like if I want to give someone a coin, but I think his was more geared towards the fact that what she went through to become a citizen and then be.
You don't get a coin for that stuff. Congratulations.
Dang, shirt.
Congratulations.
There's never a stolen valor for diamonds.
I think Pete is hating.
No,
I will admit, I do agree. I don't think you can say that's not what a coin is for.
I will agree with that.
I just don't believe that, in my opinion, a coin should be for performance or something out of the ordinary. There's a lot of folks in there that went through some stuff. It just so happened she ended up on the mic
Right
and
place,
she
right
led
time.
through the question.
Right
And I
place,
think
right
it
time.
helped him because he's like, I love positivity, which gives me the impression his read on the room was like, oh, it's kind of down. And so when she said that, it kind of pumped him up. And he felt, like she should get a coin. So for him, it was worth it. I don't think she should have got a coin.
Says small gestures go a long way. I don't know who said that.
That might keep her in
Tim,
for 20
man,
years.
I get you, man. Small gestures do go a long way.
And that's coming from a man that probably seen 200, 250
Pete gets
coins
no
come out.
Pete gets no coin.
Hey, I don't get no coins. But anyway,
Pete mad about that coin.
I just don't think it was the way that you
Because
described
the funny thing is, the other questions came. They tried to
They
say
tried to do
it.
the same thing. See,
That's why old boy made that long.
Yeah,
I woke up, I stubbed my
He
toe,
definitely- I'm like-
and I said, "It's still gonna be a great day. Please give me a coin."
Yeah, exactly. That's what, he might as well say like, "Hey, Chief, you look good in your uniform. Can I get a coin?"
Since you're giving them away.
Yeah, since you're giving them
You'll
out
get a
for
coin.
yeah,
You'll get a
since
coin.
you give
You'll
out
get
for
a coin.
positive
You'll get a
comments.
coin.
Said Pete wants a coin. Charles, I don't give a about the dang coin.
Pete
I
definitely
just
a
want
coin,
the
though.
coin to be able to be given for what I think coins are given for. How many times have you said like,
they cooking you, boy.
that's my, hey, that's my, it's just
all right,
one bad
DC.
opinion.
DC, have you ever given a coin for a reason that?
Don't lie.
I won't say a mid reason, but a reason that was low tier.
No, and my exec, if he was here, although I won't mention he here though, but he exec
R.I.P.
no, I only give coin, like I have 2 coins. You know, I have my work coin and my personal coin. I bought 50 coins while I made chief back in 16. I still have coins left. I think I have like
I
15.
ain't get one yet.
Yeah, because you don't deserve
Well,
one.
no,
Listen,
no,
great
no,
point.
no.
Great
Here's
point.
the
Great
example.
point.
That's crazy.
Great point. See how everybody
Devon
want
would get one because I messed up his name and he's been so gracious. You know what I'm saying? I would give him
everybody get a coin. Everybody, put your name in there. If he messes up, you get a coin.
Hey.
I just feel like if I'm going to give you my coin, it's just like my boss's coin. When people say, oh, you know, General Allen, how many coins is he going to give out? None. Unless they earn it. Just because it's a visit and they give a briefing, you don't get a coin.
Yeah, but at the same time, okay, so if I got somebody doing exceptional work at the base that you visiting, me as a leader, I'm going to ask you that number because I'm probably rack and stack based off of who did exceptional work.
Yeah.
So if
Exactly.
you say, hey, he's going to give out 4 coins, all right, I'm gonna get my top 4 performers.
Exactly.
And they get coin right there.
Not the people who are
people should not. They pull up, right? And I turn a wrench and then get a coin.
That's the same thing.
What you think? What you think? No, hold up. What you think? A car is gonna break down right in front of the general? somebody gonna be quick to action. Oh my gosh, I gotta get this man a coin.
That's what just happened, though.
No, not that. That's different. That's
Explain
different.
the difference.
No, that's different because we can't. No disrespect to her,
right.
But we don't know what she's done operationally, right? I'm talking about when he's going to a base.
Okay.
If I'm a senior leader,
right,
and I know 4 people in my base have been doing exceptional work, I'm gonna ask him, hey, how many coins is the general giving out?
Right.
And if he tell me 4, I've already racked and stacked or have a list based off of what I know.
Thank you, sure. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yes. You know what? Fun fact, I gave one. Here's a good example. Seaman Sergeant Martinez, he was a shirt. I know Jonathan Bell, you know him. He was the first sergeant president back at DM. One of my favorite first sergeants. When I saw him again, I said, he's going to get a coin. And usually I stole it from my old supervisor. When I present my personal coin, I said, I'm going to present my highly coveted, highly sought after, but rarely seen command chief Dana Council coin. Because I think you have to earn it and it means something. So when you go out there, shirt, and you show people my coin, how many people's going to have my coin? Not many, because I don't just give it out to anybody.
Your personal coin,
yeah.
And my work coin is not. I'm not as strict about my work coin. But even then, I don't just haphazardly give it out to people. You have to earn it. Like Isaac says it all the time.
But when you make these base visits, people probably have earned it. But there's a difference between earning something and earning it in front of you. If you want tangible earning of a coin, you're not. That is absolutely going to be rare. But if I'm senior leader and I know these X amount of people have been performing very well, I don't see nothing.
Charles Davis says, Pete about to hate on you, Devon. DC, give that man Pete a coin. He said I've been killing all the UBC.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
All right. That's man Russ. Let's see. Russ says, Pete, I'll see you at 3:53. Everybody, help a first sergeant. Send your coin today. Help him feel better.
If Diamond One is on the line, please get Pete a coin, sir.
All right, let's see.
Yeah,
Court, what's up, brother? How you doing?
do want Chad Golf coin. So if Chief Golf want to give me his coin, that would be highly sought after, highly coveted.
Your coin from me. Yo, who did that, man?
He's just trying to get another one.
Oh, okay.
How the hell Tex aren't still a coin? How the hell does that happen?
Let's transition.
Okay.
I want to hear y'all thoughts on the question posed by the chief about Fortson.
So remind me of the question. Go through the question.
So if I remember correctly, he started off like, "Hey, chief." He announced his name. Chief from Davis Mouth. I know him pretty well. It's your chief. Anyway, he said our airman today. He said, we lost the airman. One of our airmen, and I thought he was going to go to mental health and suicide, but they're like Senior Airman Fortson. So I said, this is interesting. And he said, our airmen deploy every day, and they're out doing a mission. But what do we do about the families they leave behind that may go through what Fortson did in their different cities and towns? What does Air Force?
I didn't see the connection.
I didn't either, because
it's not an Air Force problem.
It's not an Air Force problem.
Yeah, to me that's a regular people issue. If I live somewhere, I might end up in a situation.
Can you go to the line number? That's a good question.
Where? This one?
Yeah.
Okay, Skyroy says, don't know if you spoke on it already, but what are your thoughts from the line numbers? Okay, we'll get
he
to
didn't
that.
say. I don't think he said remove them.
Yeah,
I think he just said
kind of
half and half, split the line numbers in half.
All right,
I actually like that though.
Justin says you shouldn't have asked it. I agree, that was a rough one. Scott says love the idea of doubling down on step promoters.
No, I hate it.
Oh,
I like
I
it.
didn't get that.
I hate it.
And then Corey says life is going to be life.
Pete?
So yo,
Why did Pete hate
stolen valor, bro. Stolen valor. This dude's a Cubics and Cody. I think I will say kudos to Chief Flossie. I think he handled that masterfully.
He did.
Because he could have. I know other chiefs probably would have shut that dude down. Like, what the duck does that mean? You know what I'm saying? But because there are programs, and you would know more than I would, that if you have an airman that is in a community where he feels like he's being discriminated against or something, because I've heard rumors.
It'd be expedited transfer. So expedited transfers, which is very much a rarity, yes. But you have to have extenuating documentation in order to, and then the vice commander has to approve it.
Scott said, "What's wrong?
What is wrong with Pete? This man hates.
No, this is normal for him. This is normal for him. This is normal.
So, but yeah, so it really is rare. Then
It's very rare.
But I thought Chief Flossie massively handled that. I thought that was good.
So we only got a little bit more time, so whatever y'all want to talk about, because I'm the hater. So
let's talk about how Pete hating right now.
I'm just gonna keep.
I don't like this. I don't like this for you.
Let me tell you.
Why you don't like step promotion?
No, I don't like doubling them.
It's only like 4 right now.
Well, it depends on your match comp, but
Yeah,
I get you. But
I'm gonna need Pete to conduct remedial training on positive.
we call that emotional intelligence.
I'm about to say he needs
that emotional intelligence.
He needs some life, man.
Give Pete a Snickers. How about a Kit Kat bar?
Chief, man, don't do me like that.
Gideon says, "Someone please bless me with something to feed my kids. They have gone without food from yesterday until now. I have no hope." What the duck?
I think that's a what's the name?
A bot?
A bot.
Oh, good.
Oh, well, I guess they're gonna continue to be hungry. Next question.
Man,
oh wow, that's crazy.
Man, what the world? So the step promotions. So doubling up step promotions.
What is wrong with it?
For what?
So more people can get promoted.
Let's just promote everybody. Oh, here we go with the coins.
So first of all, if you
get a stripe,
shirt,
did
you not realize that
shirt? I don't like when you do the shirt and shit.
Shirt. You not realize that? I mean, promotion. I think it's to kind of combat the decline in promotion percentages for the lower ranks.
Okay,
that's a legit thing.
But just have basically it's going to come down to money.
Sure. What's
up, Gene? It's going to come down to money.
What is it going to come down to money?
The budget. How many people we can promote is all intertwined in the budget.
I'm going to tell you now, Pete, promoting, if I had to do the math, we probably did like 40 in the entire Air Force. That has nothing to do with money. You're going to lose that on an attrition when people promote and get out anyway.
True.
So, and then supplemental and stuff like that. So that's not going to do anything.
I just
that's a drop in the bucket.
If
doubling it is a drop in the bucket. Pete.
Okay, if it's a drop in the bucket, I'll be more positive about it.
Pete, you acted like it said, hey, increase promotion percentage from 27% to 50%. No, it's just adding a couple more stripes.
Russ says step is really competitive. And it's a process that requires boards for the most part. I like it.
Yeah. You like doubling it up?
Yes.
Okay, I'll be quiet.
If a person is deserving
of
a coin,
Oh, they should get a strike.
They should get a strike.
So she should have got a strike.
No, she shouldn't. Okay,
you might as well.
Yo, what about the dude that answered his question, leading it off with Xbox and Nintendo?
Oh my!
What the
goodness.
duck was that,
That
man?
boy says, if I want to play Halo,
I'm a video game guy. I ain't get it. I'm like,
I
I don't give two. I thought he was gonna come out. And then I play. He's like Halo and
like
Super Mario Brothers Wonder. Like,
That's
what
right
the
up your
fuck
alley.
is
It
that?
is.
Yeah,
I
man.
thought, hey,
But I'm
I
sitting
thought
there-
you'll jump on
at
stage
first I was
and
like
answer
this.
more.
And I was like this.
I thought he was gonna coin him.
Yeah. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
If that man would have came in here with a Atari,
Oh,
he would have had a
man.
DC coin.
Oh,
Oh,
why I
yeah,
deal
oh,
with
he
this
definitely
dude.
would have coined him.
but
He act like he paying for the promotion.
I'm a taxpayer. I'm a taxpayer. I'm a taxpayer. I do pay for it.
People like to hear themselves speak. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah,
that
that's
didn't
what
make
you
any
get coins for
sense.
speaking.
Just like the one person asked a question about, with our adversaries having access to nuclear, radiological, and chemical weapons, what are we doing to protect Air Force personnel
That is
if
the
they use
craziest
them?
thing I ever heard.
It's called sea burning. It's called air raid sirens. That's how you do.
I think the main thing is, I think sometimes in these venues, people don't understand their audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the person that they're speaking to. So like when people talk about leave, government leave, and then like, Chief Master on the Air Force, I need you to change this leave. He can't change leave. They can only change the policy based off of what Congress says.
Right.
So it's like, in those, and then I 100% feel like, while I'm empathetic to the situations, sometimes I think we get a little over, like somebody give you something, and then it's like, oh no. Now I know you gave us government leave, but I want it for more reasons, and I want it for more of this. No, it's supposed to be. It's like, I hate to equate it to this. It's like living in a mansion and then asking for some food stamps. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, okay, you got that, and then you trying to ask for more. So, and I understand, people want more, but sometimes we put ourselves as a detriment when we ask for too much, because there's going to be a second and third order effect to it.
Do you guys think, and I'll ask this last one, we cut it. Do you guys think the supervisor should look over the person's question before they get to answer it? Or do you think
well,
we
the
should just keep it free going?
supervisor ain't always going to be here.
Or the senior, somebody of senior rank.
Well, my supervisor ain't here. What
Okay,
if I want to go ask a question?
somebody of senior rank.
No, because they'll be asking dumb questions.
Yep.
Okay.
Speak, Godfather.
Okay. That's all I gotta say. I guess I'm the negative one today. I'm gonna go get me a Snickers.
Yeah, you need a Kit Kat or something.
Yeah, I have my
Good,
Celsius. Maybe that's what did it.
Yeah, the one chick did say,
old
get
girl
on with
told
it.
Chief, get on with it.
The little short girl, she definitely said that.
For real?
Yeah, because he was talking about, I thought that was a weird question too.
Oh,
Because
shit, I
like,
missed it.
what type of
But he was like, yes.
initiatives are we doing?
Oh,
to,
yeah.
Well,
She's
get
like,
on with
get
it.
on with it.
Yeah. Ooh,
Yeah, people. That's why I said some people just don't understand the audience and how to. Some people.
But you know what?
Awkward.
I want to quickly say, I think for next year, if AFSA's listening, every year seems like it's rinse and repeat. We always get the MAGCOM chiefs up there. We had the former Chief Master Air Force panel, and we have all these people come and they do briefings and stuff. I would ask to switch it up. Let's do panels with folks, not all panels with leadership on it. Like case in point, it'd be nice to have a panel first sergeants.
UPC.
It'd be nice
Yeah,
to have
last
a
year.
They
They
did.
won last year.
Did they have
No,
one this
that
year?
was the chief first sergeant.
Yeah, I'm
the
talking
MAGCOM
about
first.
regular first,
Okay,
Yeah,
regular
yeah,
first
yeah.
sergeant.
right?
Gotcha.
Have a panel of airmen. Let's have airmen on stage, and then we ask some questions. Like, here's my thing: these questions that they get, it's funny. They said a couple of times they mentioned Chat GPT.
Mhm.
It would be nice
That's
to
so-
hear airmen.
The one dude
That's
did.
so disrespectful.
Yeah, it'd be
And he
nice
said
to-
off the dome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's so disrespectful.
It'd be nice to hear airmen organically talk through issues, because like the stuff that they didn't ask, but they're talking about on social media, they're not bringing it up here. Like I know nobody's going to ask the beard question, but they could have asked a question
What's wrong
about
with that
pay, huh?
That's crazy because we actually had a good conversation about beards the other day.
Who's that? Oh, we did.
No,
Oh,
not we.
Why would it be you?
We never have good.
Well, you don't
conversations.
shut up, man. Be quiet, man. Dang, you like a dang parrot, man.
Just say,
I
why would that be you?
apologize.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Pete, so what I will say is, DC feels for beards like you feel for step promotions.
Oh, 100%. Oh, we all know
If
this.
Pete would seen old girl comment, he would have blocked it and asked it himself so he could get the coin.
I wouldn't do that. That's crazy, Charles.
You would have tackled her.
Charles,
So-
that's crazy.
Shout out to the DOD Beard Initiative on Facebook. I forgot
Not
the
shout
gentleman's
out.
name. He's CMS in Goodell. I'm probably
Israel.
pushing it. Israel. Okay, so you know. So
I
I
don't
plan
know.
on having him in the
Yeah,
show.
that's-
You don't? Well, how do you know his name?
Because I'm on the page.
Oh, you on
just
the
like
page?
you are.
Oh, you like I'm not.
Hey,
I'm
y'all call each
also a
other out.
client.
Y'all call each
Uh,
other.
So I plan on having
Have
him
you looked
on
at
the
the
show.
Daffy?
Huh?
Have you looked at the Daffy?
What you talking about?
He don't know.
Yeah,
Okay,
just
go
talk
ahead.
about-
My bad.
You got
I'm
what?
confused.
Squirrel.
Yeah.
My bad.
Anyway, as I was saying, I plan on having him on the show to discuss it because my position is this: I don't have a problem with beards. What I do have a problem is with what the masses are trying to do to get the DOD to put men in beards.
It's not happening.
It gives the impression for just like, hey, there's nothing wrong with men having a beard. All these other services have it. I think they're going about it the wrong way. I think they should do it from the position of, in addition to that, but medical. Because you look at the ponytails, why did they do it? They didn't do it for fashion, right?
How you know they didn't do that?
Well, I mean, from what we was told.
No, I'm saying how you know they haven't presented the medical side.
I don't know. What do you mean for beards?
Yeah.
I mean, they did,
Yeah.
but I'm just talking about the current landscape.
Honestly, I think it shouldn't even be beards. I think it should just be facial hair. But that's on me.
I agree. I think it should be an eighth of an inch.
Yeah,
And
a
it
length,
should be-
and
yeah,
then
length.
length, and then professional image, obviously, and then it should have examples of each type of style that can be presented.
Do
Kind
you
of like women's hair.
So,
And men's
so
hair.
would you agree that if an individual who has PFB, if they would took a pair of clippers and they pushed the gar up, the hair clippers, you put
Mhm.
the gar way up, and you shaved it
That wouldn't be
it's-
shaving. That would be trimming.
exactly, because the issue is when you go clean shave
Mhm.
and the hair grows back and it goes into the skin.
You know, clean shaving is not even in the Daffy anymore.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
technically,
I
you
have
don't
a
to
5
clean
o'clock
shave.
shadow. I don't even have a beard, but I use clippers. It takes me an hour to shave. So anyway.
UPC on 2025 AFSA for the win. Definitely.
Let's see. Get on with it.
They can't have DC.
Get on with it was wow. UPC panel 2025 AFSA for the win. Man, that's what's up.
They don't want us on there.
Honestly, I can't see current SimStaff allowing any type of social media platform
Hell no.
on that.
You know,
stage.
but that's disappointing.
No disrespect to him,
Yeah.
but,
But that's
yeah.
you know what? That's disappointing. That's why that goes back to what I was saying originally. I think it would provide some excellent commentary and context for the stuff going on because we always say transparency. I want questions, but do you really want questions? And if you don't know the answer, it's not wrong to say, hey, I don't know the answer. Let me look into it because there's a lot of ideas that folks have going on out there. Like, thankfully, they didn't ask, but they could have been like asking about dormitory issues. There is a narrative going around about we have so many deficits in dorms. What about putting 2 to a dorm in certain bases that have issues? Nobody brought that up. What about instead of allowing airmen to live in the dorm, just giving them BAS and letting them move off base? Let the squadron commander decide. They could have talked about that.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
So because like, case in point, let me ask y'all this question. I think we did this one show. Do you think if an airman today, if they were given the option to live on or off base, do you think that the airman would take it? Or do you think it's best to just allow airmen? Do you subscribe to the notion that airmen should be in the dorms for their development? Because some people think it's part of the experience being in the military.
It's funny you say that. When I was at Fort Meade, we had this situation where the airman, she was coming, but on Meade, you have to stay on campus. So you got to have like clearance and stuff. And she wasn't yet a citizen. So naturally, she would have to stay off base. And while I was gone, they actually swapped her with a person from bowling because the shirt felt she wouldn't have an airman experience. But this young lady was 25 years old. Why does she need it? Not that airman and rank is equated to, whatever, but to me, being more mature, I feel like sometimes we stifle people's matureness with airman experience.
Mhm.
If if we're sitting there expecting people to conduct themselves like grown individuals, why does rank describe matureness? Why do people say, "Oh yeah, that person was acting like the airman"? No, you were acting like a person that don't know how to act.
Yeah, there was some people the other night.
Oh my
like
gosh, here we go.
Yo, so I think
all ranks can act
right.
a fool.
I think
Exactly.
we're
Any
still,
rank can act a fool.
I think we're still going off of old rules, old mindset, old that everybody joins the military 18 years old
Right, yeah.
type mentality. And I think some people can't let that go because I'll argue as a shirt now, I see more people coming in over the age of 18 than at 18 or under. Like 26, 24, sometimes 30. And even as we increase the age, you're going to be having more people. So
and we should step promote them.
So it's a shame sometimes that you got people that come in that have lived on their own already,
right?
And they feel like I'm stepping back by staying in the dorms.
And you then they
and
get right, right. So 50%, I would say probably 50% under 21. If I'm housing a bunch of young, well, no disrespect, a bunch of young children, young adults, my bad, yeah, young adults, right, with older people, to me that's a detriment to the older person, honestly. But to answer your question, I feel like live off base. We're paying them for it anyway.
Charles Davis says, if you want to get down in the trenches, then why not? Just seems that makes things more personal and authentic. Non-perfect solution, but try it. Gene Harrison says, I think in the new landscape, airmen should live off base, but the rent is too high. Okay.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one. I think that's it.
No, scroll the other way. You got to click off there.
Yeah.
Scroll.
Fool. Which one did I miss? I didn't miss any, fool. Oh, he just put that up there.
Oh, he just put it.
If you wanted to get, okay, yeah, thinking the new, okay, here. Russell says everyone gets a coin except for Pete. Yeah, he definitely don't deserve the coin.
That's fine. Hey, don't give me no damn coin. Just give me us that. Don't give me no coin. I'll turn all my coins if I get $5.
So
get
us that.
Yeah, okay. Oh, wait a minute. We gotta. Okay, so Tony Rennie, what's up, girl? What's going on? You should have joined us.
She just.
I'm
did.
not with. You got one more time.
I mean, she literally just joined us. Thank you, Tony, for being a part of UPC tonight or today, whatever time it is.
I'm not with that one. They need some structure first. Ooh, have y'all done room inspections with shirts? These are waivers for different situations. There are waivers for situations different as well.
So this goes to So a person living off base, if their house is dirty,
right?
They just dirty.
Right.
Like that has nothing to do with being like. To me, that's too. I understand you want to make sure people are well taken care of and stuff like that, but they dirty. If you dirty, you dirty. If I got to inspect it, you just gonna dirty up when I leave.
There's a lot of people this whole conference that smell good. You smell pretty good, man. What you wearing?
Oh, thank you. That's crazy.
What's that? No, just Eric Thomas, Daniel Robinson, and now you smell pretty good, man. Like you came from the club, man. Miss McCoy, watch out now.
So do I stink?
Whoa. No Diddy. No Diddy.
Oh, Elijah, what's up, brother? Yeah, I know this dude from Kadena. Good dude. He says, I think there should be an age limit for those who live in the dorms. Absolutely right. These guys coming in at 26, 30 years old already lived life on their own, etc. Do you feel like they took a step back? Even at 19, I was always surprised of seeing others who are 32 still in the dorm.
Especially overseas.
I remember when I was at Offutt, we had one of my airmen. We were sitting there having a conversation, and I didn't know all about her background, right? And she was like, "Oh yeah, my daughter's coming to visit," and I'm like,
"She in the dorms?"
She had a 19-year-old daughter in college.
Holy shit!
Exactly.
That sounds like a first sergeant issue. First sergeant should have checked her orders and moved her off base.
No, her daughter. Well, yeah, true that.
If she was on her deers.
Yeah, technically.
Yeah.
Skyroy says there's NCO's houses I respond to that were trash. Even
right, exactly.
It doesn't matter.
Hey, Scott, if you dirty, you're dirty.
Russ
Yeah.
says,
You know what I mean?
pause.
Pause for your comment about people
Right,
smelling
pause.
good.
That's
a big
crazy.
pause.
I'm just saying,
The
man.
answer is Paco Rabanne.
But it's just how it came
Oh
out.
man, that's classic. Council, remember Hudson was 30 in the dorms?
We
I
called
sure
out
do.
names.
I
Hopefully they
sure
were
do.
clean. Hopefully they were clean.
All right, but anyway, so back to my original comment or statement is I would like to see that in the AFSA. Just let's discuss some real issues, because I will tell you in this job I've learned this, because he mentioned the Air Force Senior Enlisted Leader Conference, all the MATCOM chiefs, and they said they're a decision-making body. These are some of the things they're talking about, and it's nothing against them. I mean, they're seasoned. They've been in a long time, just like me. But let's be honest, wouldn't it be great to hear from the people at Impact?
I completely agree with you, because one thing that I ain't gonna say that I dislike, but I don't necessarily favor. We keep saying this thing, prepare airmen for the future, prepare airmen for the future, but don't put them in the decision space or even hear certain things, because how, we can't say on one hand, oh yeah, I won't be here and I'm trying to make it a better Air Force for you, but you can't always tell me what I need. I have to have some say so in what I need, or some say so in what I want moving forward. Because so I don't like that notion to where sometimes I feel like we don't include. I was just having this conversation the other day. It's like we, no disrespect to the Chiefs, but sometimes we cling on to Chiefs too much.
No, I agree.
It's going to be
we don't
probably
have
a
all
tech
the
sergeant
ideas.
out there, is a master sergeant out there that's killing it. That's probably going to be chief master Air Force, probably going to be a MAGCOM commander. But get their ideas now. Don't wait until they become a senior NCO, and then now the ideas that they had 10 years ago is 10 years old. We could have been doing it way more sooner. So that's one thing.
To Jonathan Bell, he says Ellsworth led new airmen over 26 bypass the dorms entirely. If they elect to do so, I think that number could dip to 24. 18-year-old airmen are out in 3 years and at the age of 21.
That's what's up.
And then,
but I know sometimes that is only because, like, sometimes they do stipulations like that depending on the population of the dorm as well.
Right. Yeah. 90.
Like if they if they
yeah.
at a certain capacity.
Yep.
so Giddens gave Elijah a shout out. Said Elijah Spalding makes a good point. Having a 26-plus-year-old in the dorm changes the culture for the younger ones, sometimes in a bad way. Russ says, "What about Mo?" No comment. Won't get at Lackland.
What is Mo get?
Yes, yeah.
It's bad at Lackland?
Yeah.
Well, it is.
Almost a lot of bases. Sky Roy says, well said. I agree with it. We can't fix what we don't know. Closed mouths don't get fed. Tony Renee, I said Renee. Tony Renee says on the other side,
another coin.
The state of the doors it's a state of the doors is a huge issue. Everything with CE is contracted out, and the expectations of airmen to know how to clean mode. Oh, let me speak on this one, especially coming from IMSC. So I love it when airmen post on it. The great area NCO page, shout out to them because they give out good commentary. And they show pictures of the dorms and the mode and stuff like that. Like when you get issued a dormitory, like and when I'm in the privatized housing, I know we have folks that come by. No, we don't have inspection, but we have folks that come out and fix stuff. If I have a busted light bulb, what does it look like me calling privatized housing to fix a light bulb? I look at it as, even though I'm in privatized housing and they're taking my BAH, it's still my home. So I try to take care of it. If it's something that's maintenance-wise and I can't fix it, then I call maintenance. Same for the dorms. If you live in a dormitory and you notice like, hey, there's some issues going on, you need to clean it. Like my favorite is in the special ops dorms on the other side of Lackland. They had, they was talking about how humid it was in the dorms. And then General Allen was like, that's what they said. They said the airmen been buying fans. And General Allen was like, why are the airmen buying fans? Why don't y'all buy fans? And that was a good point. Like, there's ways they can do. Now, that's not going to fix the problem, but that can help slow it down or mitigate it. So the point I'm trying to make is that just because you're in a dorm room and it's hot, that don't mean you have to sit there and suffer and then see the things go bad. You do what you can. If it's stuff you can do, then you go out and you try to get somebody to fix it.
So what you're saying is he felt like the airmen shouldn't buy the dorms, privatize houses, shit.
No. Like when there was some airmen in the dorms, and the wing commander and the command chief was like, "Oh, it's hot in here." The airmen just because there was the air conditioner was some issues with the air conditioner. They was trying to fix it. It had worked sometimes it didn't. And
That's
so
a
they were
problem in
saying
itself.
like the airmen, the supplement that to help with the air conditioner, the airmen go out and buy air fans and stuff. And then my boss was like, "Why are you having the airmen buy their fans? Why don't you
Gotcha.
buy them?"
Well, to me, that's one why I feel like, well, I wouldn't even want to live in the dorms because it's like things to get fixed, right? 2, it's a tight space, and then 3, why the government got to touch my thermostat?
Oh, okay. Anyway, I'll get to that in a second. So Skyroy says, "Well said. I agree with it. We can't fix what we don't know. Closed mouths don't get fed." Facts. Going back to Tony Renee, on the other side, the state of the dorms
read
is
this
a huge
already.
issue. I did.
That's what we
Oh,
just
my
talked
bad,
about.
Tony. My bad.
Jesus. I was looking at my phone.
There you go, Russell, right there. No, you 1, 2, 1 before that one. Yeah, right there where it says we need new dorms. Russ says we need new dorms. How can we sell Air Force people if they live in crap? So
Right.
Let me speak on that. So it's not that. So this is the type of stuff I would love for them to bring up at AFSA, even though I know what caused me a lot of shade because the formation I'm working. Because the airmen always talk about how.
So can I ask you a question? Hold up.
Huh?
Okay, so we always talk about identifying. Why wouldn't you? I mean, I don't know, how y'all operate, but why wouldn't you go up there and ask?
That's what I was going to do.
You was going to ask today?
No, I was going to ask that because I know the answer. Because like, why would I know? Why would I ask a question and I know the answer? Like to his point,
Just because
says,
you know the answer doesn't mean everybody else knows the answer, which is the people.
I would rather them give me the form to go up there to talk about it versus ask questions. Say, "Hey, Chief Master on the Air Force, we got these dorms in terrible order. Why can't we get new dorms?" Because if I was Chief Master on the Air Force, I would say, "Okay, DC from Air Force Installation Mission Support Center, what are you guys doing about fixing it?" Then we're going to go back and forth. So I know the answer. And to Russ's point, we know we need new dorms, but it's not simple. We can't just go out and get a new dorm. It costs money, and it's from Milcon. So case in point, hopefully if my boss is watching this, I get this correct. So we have about $400 million prepped for the next couple of fiscal years to help upkeep the dorms we already have, but it's not for the building of new dorms. Now, there's some bases that are going to get new dorms because it's already programmed, but we have like 5,000 deficit in dormitory spaces, and building new dorms costs money. So until then, we have to find other methods to house our airmen. Case in point, what Edwards is doing with the lease, the enhanced use lease, and then with Cannon partnering with the community partnership. But this is the stuff the airmen don't know. Your senior leaders know this stuff.
So what do they do? What do you mean by the partnership as far as the Cannon?
So man, I hope I get this right, boss. If you watching this, I'm trying because
I hope you get it wrong.
So
I hope you get it wrong. Go ahead, my bad.
I digress. So anyway, case in point, like in Cannon, there was a builder. I wish I had his money. There was a builder in Cannon that was going to build these apartment complexes near the base.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was going to give them to the local community, but he found out Cannon needed some dormitory spaces. So he went to the base like, "Hey, look, I have this building I'm building. I have this building that has dormitory spaces. Would you guys like to lease it?" And so Cannon was like, "Sure. Okay, I will give you the option of putting your people in the dorms." And that's what they did. The only problem is for a short time leases, like 2 to 3 years, but it helps temporarily solve a problem of not having enough spaces.
And it's off base.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Whereas Edwards, they was working this for years. I would say 7, 8 years is a little bit different than what's going on at Cannon. But long story short, there are ways that kind of.
So what would be the difference between just letting them live off base?
There is no. The only difference is like case in point to what I said about Cannon. You already have a building constructed. You already know how much it's going to cost. Plus, it's already vectored or validated. If you say, all right, airmen, we don't have enough dormitory spaces, we're going to allow you to move off base. To what we said earlier, you're depending on the airmen to hopefully go off base, find some place to live. Maybe they have to go an hour out.
A grown individual.
Right. Whereas you have this building that this contractor says, hey, I will let your airmen live here. And we already vectored it and all that other stuff. Just like case in point in Korea, they allowing their folks to live off base in Osan. And it kind of goes against, like most commanders say, especially overseas, they say, I want my airmen on the base.
You see this comment?
Yeah, read that. It sounds like Mayweather. I guess he's talking about Floyd.
Elijah, could we use the privatized housing on base for older airmen? Some places they do. Like case in point at DM, there is some legacy privatized housing that we've allowed airmen to go in and partner with 2 airmen.
We do that,
and they live there, and Luke and other bases. So there are some
Holland
places
did the
like
same
that.
thing. Holland did the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Selling the Air Force to live in crap. If they live off base, they're going to live in worse with these BAH rates unless they live in 3 to 4 to a place. So, I mean, I guess it depends on which area it is. So I can't totally dispute that one. But bottom line is, I think this is the type of stuff that should be discussed at AFSA, I think. Not only that, the airmen always talk about like they have this perception it's unfair, the promotion system, where you have the enlisted force distribution panel, and they say, okay, well, some squadrons may have only 4 allocations, maybe 1 promote now and 3 must promotes, but you have 15 eligible people, and then out of the 15, you have 6 people who should be promoted, but they say, oh, sorry, we only have 4 allocations, so we can only give you a promote. Some airmen think that's unfair. Yeah. What do you think, A1?
I think it's kind of like the coins. It's like, no. But I 100%, it has to me, it has to be a cap, right? Everybody can't win. If we give everybody the points, then it's just even, and it defeats the whole purpose of it. So I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, yes, it sucks that somebody is going to not win, but France is mad right now, right? Because everybody can't get a gold medal. They got silver. And it's some people who didn't get silver, they got bronze. Somebody didn't get nothing. Came in fourth. Once you in fourth, I understand you can control what you can control, but people jump when it comes to promotion, people jump the argument all the way to the left, to the right, I didn't make it because I didn't get a promotion statement. Then they jump to WAPS testing gives me the opportunity to control what I can control. Well, if you're going to say control what I can control, then WAPS test, and you shouldn't have to worry about that promotion part.
So that's what I was going to say. I'm curious what y'all think and what you gentlemen think too. I would say eliminate enlisted force distribution, bring back WAPS testing. I think you have more of a control on your testing if you bring back WAPS.
What do you mean?
So in other words,
force distribution doesn't stop WAPS testing.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Let me rephrase it. Eliminate enlisted force distribution. Just keep it standardized WAPS testing.
So what are you gonna do for EPR points?
You don't get none. You go back to the standard. In other words,
what about?
Hear me out. Slow down. Pause. Pump the brake.
Let me cook.
If you have 3 people and they only have 1 promotion they can give out, promotion statement, but we're all good. How often have an airman heard, you were really good, you were close, but we're going to give out 1?
Right.
In theory, what they're saying is we're all promote now, but they can only have 1 to give out, and they're going to get the extra points. If they eliminate force distribution panel altogether and they go back strictly just WAPS testing, we all go in WAPS and it's based off the tests.
Keeping it with my same comparison, how many elite players are there in the NBA?
A lot.
Elite.
No.
Elite.
I'll pause. I'll let you finish, but there's a lot.
Less than 20. Maybe 10.
Elite. Understand the word I'm talking about.
Less than 10.
So here's my thing.
I have levels.
It's just like the Olympics. How many of y'all felt like Stephen Curry should have got the MVP?
Yeah.
That's my point.
So I guess my counterpoint with
that is my point.
Why couldn't they give out? Why couldn't they both be MVP?
Why?
They have done
Most valuable player.
Yeah.
Why couldn't?
Players.
So my point is, in enlisted force distribution, if you have multiple people who are all good across the board, and
Curry,
you only have
Curry
one,
only had one good game.
He had 2 good games.
No, he had two good games. And I would argue they wouldn't have got the medal without him.
They wouldn't have got a medal with a lot of people.
Come on, bro. How many of y'all think that they would have won an Olympic gold medal without Curry? Come on, bro.
I mean, Booker cooked 1 game.
Bro, Serbia
Ant cooked the game.
Serbia and France. Steph won it.
Actually, AD's defense.
Oh,
I would argue.
Yo, what y'all think, man? Do y'all think they would have got the gold medal without Curry the last 2 games? Comment on this. Put down.
Oh, look what Tim Man said.
We also need to completely overthrow our enlisted advisors. We were talking about that earlier. I think, you know what? I think we can never fix it because you know why? It's human beings.
Yeah, it's at the end of the day, somebody's not. That's what promotion is. Everybody can't make it. Like everybody's not going to make it. Something is going to seem unfair because you didn't complete the mission that you set forth. If I say, hey, 10 people getting promoted, well, I can only give out 10 stripes, right? But I got 100 people. Somebody's gonna be mad, and the person that was not one of the 10 is always gonna feel like there was some reason why they didn't get one of the 10.
I guess my only argument is just I hear you. My rub on it is that we have, because you've said it before, which I'm surprised you didn't bring back up, is a perception that the enlisted force distribution program or policy has caused more airmen to compete against each other, almost like dog eat dog. It's almost like Hunger Games.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so can I ask you a question? How can airmen? I'll give you an example. Senior airmen do some type of negative harm to another senior airman when it comes to promotion?
Easy. Withholding information.
Not working.
A senior airman.
Yeah, withhold information. If I
where are they getting the information from?
Okay, I'll pause and I'll wait till you finish.
They should be getting it from their supervisor.
Where I'm getting at is if you put me in charge of a flight or a team, and another senior airman is on my team and they entrusted me to be in charge of them, could it not be said or possible that the senior airman on my team could sabotage me so I could have a bad performance? Because my thing is, if we're both senior airmen, but I was appointed to lead, you want the promotion statement, I want it. So instead of you saying, I'm going to support DC and make sure the mission goes well, you could sabotage me because if it goes well, I get a promotion statement, you don't.
I can say that about colonels. There's a lot of ranks I can say that about.
That's why I'm saying the enlisted force distribution panel with the promotion statements, because they're so limited, I would argue causes more division. Just go back to WAPS testing.
Just WAPS testing.
Eliminate promote now, must promote.
So do you feel like?
Because here's the problem too. When you get a promote, don't we say that's good?
It should be.
It should be, but it's not. Because you know why? Because promote now, get all these points.
Honestly, I feel like we should have more do not promotes, but that's a different story for a different day.
You on the board with Pete back there.
The reason I say because there can be a thing where a person should not promote.
Okay,
we got.
Could you touch me one more time, man? With EDP, we can get a better perspective on the process if we allow more trusted agents in the room for development and not make it so closed off. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Let's see, with EDP, we can
EFDP.
You can read it if you want.
With EFDP, we can do a better perspective on the process. We just read it.
You got to finish. If we allow more trusted agents in the room.
Development, and not make it all closed off.
What's that? Justin.
Also need to be completely overthrown and listed. These are the same comments.
Said that too. Yeah.
On the promotion thing, no matter how you cook it, the human factor will F up the rest of it.
And that's what I said. And I think you said it too, the only way we can there's no way to fix it because it's all subjective. There's human involved. The only way you can fix it is if you had a machine like on the Jetsons, and you input a bunch of information and just spit out stuff.
So do you think that if I read a bunch of books, right, and I know the answers that are in the books, that can make that that proves that I'm effectively leading?
Yeah, I know
other
where you're
people?
going at. So here's my thing. I think, because here's my thing. We say, my counterpoint to that is, don't we say that education, how you doing? That education is valuable, right?
Yes, to complete
right.
your job.
Right. So what
Not to lead people.
So what I'm saying is, you've WAPS tested before, right?
Yes.
So based off the chapters in the book, would you say there was some valuable information
Yes, I would say there's valuable information.
So now that we don't, senior, hey, how you doing? Not senior NCOs, but junior NCOs, airmen that WAPS test, there is information on there that makes them better at their job, correct?
Yes.
So that's why I would say that stuff is still meaningful for them to be a good leader. I'm not saying it's the end all be all.
But that's what happens if you say WAPS only.
No, I don't agree with that. I put it like this. I would rather, and y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. I would rather my EPB and my test let me control.
Somebody said
the way it is
tell
now,
the bystanders to pipe down. They must have heard the people.
My thing is, I want more control. When we tell airmen, big A airmen, you can control. Make sure your records is correct. Make sure your performance is on point. When you do your EPB, it's all subjectivity. That's all. So one thing that would eliminate the EPB is your WAPS test.
So you saying eliminate evaluations?
No. I say still keep them.
What's the purpose?
But the purpose is to still rate you based on your performance.
But if
there's no ratings, but your words still matter. And mostly
it won't have anything to do with promotion anymore.
Y'all not listening. Y'all listen. Y'all listen. Pause.
We hear you.
Take the emotion out.
No, there's no emotion.
No emotion at all.
Pause. Okay.
Confused.
Again. Let's start with airmen up to tech sergeant. But not tech sergeant, because tech sergeant go before board. Airmen to staff sergeant, they WAPS test.
Okay.
Right? Now, you have your WAPS testing that they measures the amount of information they can intake. That is part of the Air Force experience and for them to do their job as an airman and an NCO. And then you have enlisted force distribution, where they give them the rating on the EPB.
Okay.
So because here's the problem. We always say we have good test takers, right? So the way it stands now, from airman to staff sergeant, well, I even say tech sergeant, but tech sergeant go before a board. For those folks who get a promote, but they test well, they have a good chance to promote. Versus a person who gets a promote now, and there's cases where people get a promote now and they still don't get promoted, but they have an even better chance than the person who don't get the promote now and they go before the test. Do I think that's fair? No, because again, only certain amount of people can get a promote now and a must promote. You go in as a promote. Unless you can tell me there is a large number of people who don't get a do not promote, which is not true.
That's
the
what
vast majority. Can I finish? Y'all pause. Let me finish. There's a vast majority that get a promote. So my argument is, when you go in the test that measures your ability to intake information, to be able to do your job and to be an airman. But when you go in and you get a promotion statement, promote now, must promote, you have more of a chance than somebody else. And oh, by the way, there's a small number of promote nows and must promote statements, which I feel is not right, because in the end, unless you can tell me their performance is way ahead of everybody else's, then I would agree. But that's not the case, because we talked about that a few minutes ago. If you had the three of us and all of our performance is good, you might have one indicator that may kick you off the slate. In other words, you might have a 90 PT. I might have 80. You might have a 75. Oh, they're all good records. Oh, you know what? Let's give it to him because he has a 90 PT score. That's not fair.
All right, DC, so I'll give you a case, and it's a personal one.
Thank you. Y'all stop interrupting your elders. Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Sorry.
I'll give you a case in point. Myself, I'll talk about myself, right? Not everyone has the ability to remember and retain information, right?
The same.
I'll tell you 100%. I went to Baltimore City Public Schools, right? I wasn't going to college.
I don't be more.
I still to this day can't retain information. I can barely. I actually think. Never mind. I ain't gonna say that because I get sent to the doctor or something. But for lack of a better words, at some point I was not what I will say intelligent enough to retain some information, right? But that didn't stop me from being able to lead my peers, to help them to do whatever. So if you telling me that a book smart person, because there are people out here that are book smart that won't talk to a soul, but they'll read a book and regurgitate that information. Does that doesn't automatically mean that they can lead other individuals. When it comes to staff sergeants and tech sergeants, that's what you need them to do. You need them to lead other individuals. Yes, you can be good at your job. Being good at your job means you're a good technician. Yes, we need good technicians. We need great technicians, but we also need a balance, right? We need people that can supervise other individuals. If that's the goal of the NCO, that's the goal of the senior NCO. We need a balance. We don't need just a person that can tell you black and white. Oh yeah, you're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do this. Robert Gaylor's, no disrespect to Chief Gaylor, shout out to him, rest in peace, but can recite Air Force history and whatever it is. Yes, that's cool, but at the end of the day, that's not the only tangible that we need from a leader. So putting that only sole thing into someone promoting, to me, doesn't make sense.
I guess I would say I agree with you. I don't think I've said that WAPS testing should be the sole metric. I'm just a fan of WAPS testing being a portion of the metric and just do away with the promotion statement.
It is a portion.
Can I finish?
You sound like you paused.
Can I finish? Make WAPS testing and just the EPB without the promotion statements. Just that. So when your EPB goes in, remember the old promotion system, your EPB would add up to a certain amount of points, right?
Yes.
Time of grade, time of service, that's a separate metric. And then you would take your
But
WAPS
that was
test.
still points.
Yeah, I'm fine. But that's different than forced distribution when you get a promote now. That's different.
It's not.
How's that
So
not?
you were so used to people getting fives. Do you not
Well, I
realize?
didn't, but see, so I didn't say fives though. I said eliminate the promotion statement.
Hold it.
You just have your EF, your EPD.
DC, you want to let me finish?
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'll let you finish.
I'm
at one point.
sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You get the question
People
off.
always having fives is the reason we went to that. Is because everyone was seen as perfect. So in order to combat to actually with the previous system, what the previous system was designed to do was 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, it to be used correctly, and it wasn't. So they put a cap on it because everybody couldn't be perfect. And that's how people were being rated. You just came to work and did your job, but he was doing excellent performance. But we still get graded the same way. We still both get fives. We still get our full points. But that's not how it's supposed to be done. Now, if we would have did the right thing in the first place and not give all firewall fives, we wouldn't have went to the promotion recommendation. But because you didn't have, you used to have to, you used to have to justify a 3. You used to have to justify a 4. You shouldn't have had to do that. You shouldn't have to justify, oh yeah, this person meets some expectations, but not all.
So let me ask, I think somebody is probably going to answer my question. It says, Carlos says, I believe WAPS testing is correct at the current level because the Air Force is expecting technicians. Senior NCOs need to be at the boards because now we need leaders like the Army. So I agree with that. I guess what I'm saying, my main rub is the force distribution statements because there's not enough. That's my main rub is. So
why you don't just say increase them?
I don't think that's fair either. I just think we should just do away with it. And I'm surprised you're
I'm
not
trying to talk,
in.
but every time I do, you say I interrupt you.
Yeah, you do.
Every single time.
Let Pete talk.
Go ahead.
First of all, can you get the question off of there? It's going to help with editing. Hit the little hide. Can you scroll down and see the rest of what everybody said? Keep going. Oh, Lord. Okay, everybody's
Oh, wait a minute.
saying
Somebody
you
said
kinda
I
right.
don't agree with you, Chief.
Yeah, of
Faith,
course.
I'm interested. Tell me why.
Well, we would have got to that if you would have
if
scrolled
you
on
don't
the
shut
question.
the hell up and just
So-
let us talk, man,
So
damn.
look, here's what I say. I agree with what both
This
y'all are
dude is
saying.
getting on my nerves.
I agree with both y'all are saying.
He might not be here after this podcast.
I agree with both y'all are saying, but McCoy, I think you brought up the excellent elephant in the room that nobody's talking about. What about the do not? Oh, when we did do markings, the not ready nows. We never brought up the not ready nows, the do not promotes, or anything like that. If we were using those
Thank you,
more,
Russ. I agree with you.
holy
I
shit.
agree with you.
If we were using those more,
Yeah.
I think that it would balance everything out. But we don't use those at all. So then we went from everybody gets a 5, so now we're going to do this EFDP thing.
Now I'm put a cap on it.
Now we're going to put a cap on it. To now we're not doing anything at all. No ratings at all. So it's like, hey, I get what y'all are trying to do, but if you would utilize every block instead of
Correctly.
saying, when I give you a do not or not ready now, now all of a sudden I got to justify. I got to put negative comments in there. There's got to be a referral EPR. Got to have an MFR attached to it. So I got to put in twice, 3 times, 4 times the work as just giving you a promote.
Yeah,
saying,
I'll just give you
just
If
give you a promote.
If I gotta explain to the commander why I just gave you a 4,
So
you know
it-
what? You
so
just gonna get
I
5.
think the argument is, Chief, I get what you're saying. But
So let me
I
make
think,
sure I get. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Now I was gonna say, let me make sure I'm clear about y'all position.
Just make it quick.
This is really, Lord, this is a test on my patience, isn't it?
Go ahead,
Let
I'm
me make sure
hungry.
I'm clear
hungry.
on your. I don't give 2 shits if you hungry. We talking here.
lunch on DC.
Be
Use this card.
respectful, man. I'm hungry, like a little kid back there, man. Shut the hell up. Anyway,
Use your
excuse,
card.
I apologize,
Can we
y'all.
use
You
your
know,
card?
it's 2 adults in the room, 1 child. I'm
Can we
sorry.
use your card?
So let me be fair. Let me be sure I understand your position. Is your position that you're not a fan of WAP's testing?
It's not that I'm not a fan of WAP
It
testing.
shouldn't be the sole metric.
It shouldn't be the sole metric.
Gotcha.
And when you talk about metrics, I honestly believe it should be a balance, it's a totality of circumstances that makes a great leader, not just, oh yeah, the person can test. Yeah, people test well, and then people will be like, oh yeah, this person's a fast burner because they're testing, but a lot of times they don't gain that experience in order to, when you go up and up and up, you get more responsibility. Your influence is on more individuals. So that's hard to be leading those teams without getting a certain amount of experience.
And so your other point is the promotion statements are fine, but to my point, as far as they're not fair because it's not enough, you're saying increase them.
Just increase them a little bit. If you feel like you need more, now I won't say go off the deep end. Probably increase it, probably 5% or 10%, but don't go off the deep end or either increase or decrease.
Mm-hmm.
Give it 1 and 1. Don't say 1, 2 was like. Just say 1 and 1. Yeah.
I think the other thing is utilize the other options that you have and stop making people justify 20, 50, 40 different times while somebody is getting do not or not ready now or do not promote.
I'm interested to hear what you think, Devon, about Russ' statement. It says, bro, you have learned to retain information over time, evident by you getting to where you're at today. Give yourself more credit. And he spelled your name wrong, so go ahead and cook him.
So Russ, I'll be full transparency. That's actually, while you may think that, so I gotta let something out. Y'all gonna look at me like what? So I got 2 MPs back to back. It took me 6 times to make tech sergeant. I got 2 MPs back to back. I missed the first one, missed it by 3. Then I got another MP, which obviously then that was on top, so it increased your points even more. I knew my job. I 100% knew my job. I knew my Air Force history. But when it came to testing, I can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not even no nervousness. I don't even know what the hell it is. Now, mind you, fast forward. Now I got selected for senior master sergeant. But I'll be honest with you, when I was a cop, I failed my first QC. I failed my first QC at Mount Knott. I failed my CDCs when I first came in. So it wasn't. Well, actually, I felt both sets, 5 and 7-Eleven, but that's full transparency on things that I've been through that I can honestly say why like that much heavy on just a person being able to regurgitate certain information. I'm not a fan of it.
So I would tell you, giving me that context, I can see your point. There was a lot of people that are faced with that. That's part of the reason why we had that step promotion system. Like, which personally, I always caution people: we don't want to step promote people just
Just because we got the
they
stripes.
can't.
Just
test.
because we got the stripes.
However, if they're long in the tooth, they have the experience and the performance. They just couldn't make it, because of testing or whatever, and they earned a promotion. Just give them the step promotion. So I do agree with that. And I do agree. I don't think testing should be the sole metric because you're right. There are some people who kill the test easily, score in high 90s and stuff. I guess my main rub is I guess I could be all about increasing the promotion statements so more people have opportunities. Charles says WAPs gave people something to control DC. Do you feel that's what's missing to control? I agree.
Yeah, we heard
I agree. I just as
But WAPs isn't what we still have WAPs. I'm confused.
That's why I'm lost.
We're not talking like
wait a minute, dang,
We're
man,
not-
give me my hat, man.
we're not talking like WAPs is gone. So yes,
We just got this. I love this dude, man, but sometimes
all right,
like
when it comes to WAPs, this is another. I think this is another factor that people don't realize in WAPs. So back when you were testing for staff sergeant, well, I'll say tech sergeant.
Oh,
When you were testing for tech sergeant, I know it's been a long time.
the respect is real, man. I tell you.
I probably was in diapers. Now that I think about it, well, how long you been in it?
I apologize, y'all. I apologize.
Matter of fact, I was in kindergarten. I'll give you a little credit. All right.
Kindergarten, huh?
I was in kindergarten. How long you been in? 29, 30? 30?
Oh,
Huh? I'm 36.
No, not 36.
I am 36.
Oh, I thought you said I was in 36.
No, I'm 36.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I was 5. I was in kindergarten. So
Oh.
anyway,
Oh.
back when you were tested for tech sergeant, how did you prepare?
Oh man, I used to take like 2 weeks off,
2
take
weeks
leave
off.
and study.
Okay, so that's something you can control. You can control how long you take off. You were a staff sergeant. And security forces back then, how important were staff sergeants?
You mean as far as importance, as far as
On a flight?
I mean, they were critical.
Critical,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
So you
absolutely.
got 5 staff sergeants, all promotion eligible, right?
Mhm.
And they all take 2 weeks off.
I don't
No,
know. Okay,
no.
I'm sorry.
I'm
listening.
talking about based on an expectation on controlling something that you can control. If we're talking about, that person really wants to make tech, some people do those extremes. Some people take 30 days.
Yeah, true.
And then is it fair that, I can't let all 5 staff sergeants take leave right before promotion because obviously we're going to be critically manned. So now I got to tell that you can't take leave. I got to tell 2 of them that they can't. 2 of them say they can't take leave. Then the 3 that could take leave, they make it. And then the other 2 asked out.
Mm-hmm.
Because they couldn't test as long. They couldn't study as long as hard as the next person.
Diedrich Glover, man. Shout out to Diedrich, man. One of my mentors. He's one of the GOATs in the security forces. I've been retired since 2007 and pride myself on being a leader. However, I was a horrible test taker and retired as a tech. That says a lot because that dude is super sharp.
Yeah.
He's super sharp. So my thing is, I would say, the piece about leave, it depends on the person. There's some people that don't take leave, or there's some people who couldn't take leave. When I tested for master, it was during an exercise. I couldn't take leave. I had to study during an exercise in MOP 4 gear. So I don't think he didn't have to take leave. They just gave him the strike. They felt sorry for him. Anyway.
So you didn't have an AFSC?
He did have to take leave. He was SKT exempt. He didn't even have an AFSC. But no, I hate to beat. I'll just say I agree with you. But I think test taking solely as a metric is not the way to go. I am a fan. It was up to me, I would have senior NCOs test take too and still do the board. But it would be
That's gonna be magnified. They definitely taking the money off.
Yeah, I think there's value in understanding the information, but it cannot be the sole metric. It was to your point and to Deidre Glover's point. Some people are not really good test takers. And you don't want that to be the sole reason why they don't get promoted. But as far as like adding promotion statements, increasing them, I would be fine with that one, but not so. It had to be still a small number because the whole purpose of a promotion statement is what? Identifying your superstar performance. Somebody earlier said something about taking months off. Somebody said something earlier about the transparency of the system, because there are folks that don't get a promotion statement and all they get is we didn't have enough. And what if it's for folks who do have to watch tests and they need that much promote now? What's going to happen to them? That's my only argument.
So is it? So that proves my point. So are you telling me that they need? So you're telling me people need a promotion statement?
For some who may not test
operate
well.
very well.
Yeah.
Exactly. But you want to take it away.
I think we should take it out because it's not fair, because it's not enough.
So if I got a competitor versus a great test taker, but I'm a better supervisor.
Yeah, I mean, that's subjective.
Essentially.
Yeah,
No, so thought-provoking, because they don't just...
I wish we would. I think that would be helpful too. Nick Jack says, do you think we would get to the point where we would get our scores after testing? I mean,
so I'll tell you that's actually a bad idea.
Get what?
Why?
That's a horrible idea.
What?
Why?
Where
that leads
the WAPS test.
Oh, right after as soon as you get
a lot of
suicide rate gonna go up.
No, not even that. A lot of possibility of test compromise. That's increased the test compromise probability. If I know that I got an 80 and I go through, I'm not even going to say what people do. That increases the possibility of test compromise.
Look at you.
You have Nick Jack. All right, there you go.
Look at you. And he's a personnel too. Nick Jack, why didn't you think of that? Why didn't you ask him? Saying dumb stuff.
Anyway, let's put a bow on that one, and then how much time we got? None. Done. We out. It's not recording no more.
No, it's still recording. I'm starving.
Man, shut the hell up. I don't care about you starving. But go get something to eat. Well, I'll finish the show myself. Hey, I'll finish the show myself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
We trying to go get some food.
Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis.
Yeah. You gotta do the comments till about 5 minutes ago. You just learn to do the comments.
I don't even know why I bother. Faith, let's see. Faith says, without promotion statements, we minimize our opportunity to. I'm trying to read the comments, man. Will you shut up, man? Dang.
Somebody call security force.
Without promotion statements, we minimize our opportunity. That's why I got the stress bracelet. Without promotion statements, we minimize our opportunity for identifying our natural coaches and leaders, not just SMEs. I don't have I just don't think we have enough. That's all.
All right, I'm gonna go get some food.
Well, good. Go bring me back something.
Nah, hey, I'll bring it back and not. Hey, close my laptop and take it with you.
Huh?
Close my laptop and take it with you. I'm gonna go get some food.
All right, we out.
We out.
All right. Well, I'll stay on a little longer if y'all won't.
No, they don't.
Y'all want me to stay on longer? No. Somebody's chiming if y'all want me to stay in longer.
No, please. Everybody just put it there.
Let's see. Charles Davis says, allow people to group study for WAPS. No, that would be bad.
Because people, depending on what cycle you're in, people remember old questions. So if we group study, then
not a one-man show. Tony, why can't I be a non-one-man show?
Exactly.
Thanks, Tony.
I'm the anchor. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one, the personality. Faith says, I'll join you, Chief. Thank you, girl. I appreciate it, man. Hey, so if it looked like he's trying to pack up stuff, I would like to stay on, but he tripping. I want to thank Andy Gilbert for coming on. We appreciate you, bro. Shout out to Andy Gilbert. Shout out to Devon McCoy. You know what I'm saying? Devon McCoy. You know what I'm saying? No, but you know what? What I appreciate is like I said earlier, this show is great because you have people on there with opposing views. We go back and forth, blah, 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 blah. And you have a safe space to do that. So I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Devon McCoy for being on here, member of UMC. You know what I'm saying? I said Devon again? Damn it. Damn it. I don't know why, because I'm old. Let's say get the blazer out. Oh, you like my blazer. I'm going to send it to you, Nick Jack. Let's see. Pete don't play about his food. That's because he's got issues, man.
You got to feed these
Diedrich, what's up? Dana, bring the Eagles out in Madden 25. Bro, I suck at Madden, but NCAA maybe, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, can I make sure we ain't got no more comments? Let's see. Man, you know what? Man. I'm glad it's Duke, man. Anyway, I'm hungry. Let them kids leave. I agree, man. Let them kids leave. You know what I'm saying? You got a bug on your joint. You know what I'm saying? Tony Renee says compromise is a fly bug. Last I checked, you know what I'm saying? Last I checked, it is a bug. Let's see. With our promotion statements, we minimize. I already read that one. All right. Okay, I think we got through. Angeline Brown says food.
Yeah, we about to go eat, homie.
Oh, I see. As you want to hang out with your get along gang, huh?
We all trying to
get along gang, get along gang. I love y'all shirts. I love y'all shirts.
Wait, that's my chief.
I was like, get out the way, fool. Get out the way, fool.
That's my chief. That's my chief. No. Oh yeah, I do stay hungry. Hey, Chief, I got your lunch when I get back on Friday.
Give Pete some food. He already didn't get the coin. Yeah, I know exactly.
What's up, Charles?
Well, anyway, so again, shout out to Andy Gilbert for being on here, man. Shout out to Devon McCoy.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, Devon McCoy. Thank you. I love you too, girl. Appreciate it. Thank you.
No, we don't. You supposed to
be
my shirt.
Yo, shout out to Devon McCoy and Andy Gilbert, man. And more importantly, shout out to y'all, man. It was so many people on here. Thank y'all for the support for the past 3 days. It's been friggin' awesome, man. If you are a brand new listener, we thank you for being here. If you're not following us, follow us on Unpopular Celebrities on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, all that other stuff. Tell your friends, tell your family members. Charles Davis, good show, fellas. Always like seeing y'all doing your thing. I appreciate it, brother. But Nick Jack, can I get my shirt? Go talk to this dude, man. I don't know. We'll hook you up, man. We got you. But again, shout out to all y'all listening out there. Thank you for the support for the past 3 days. AFSA, dos cuatro, we out. We'll see y'all later on the next show. And good night. And that's peace for y'all. See y'all later. We out, y'all.